man. I thought I was live already. I hit live, and then the confirmation line would come up while I was doing something else. Well, I'm live now, I guess. Oh, I think the Facebook Live says, gave me a warning. You got to go live in within 10 minutes or we're going to shut you down. But yeah, I'm all good now. Hey, I'm back. I'm here now. I'm here. Hey, I got this, man. I used to putting my foot up on this same spot here on my old table. I got this new table, and now I'm just I'm going like this. Got to break that habit. But how you guys all doing? Sean, how you doing? Hanging, how you doing? What you guys sipping on anything? Yep. I'm live. I got reminders. I'm live. People. Let's go here. I am going to, like, as advertised. Hey, Bourbon, dude, what's up, you axhole? Hey, man. Hey, I just started a fresh new axhole over here. I got this lowered a little bit. You guys see, I got a new under table to put my block on. So this has something that flips up right here, so I can actually display what I'm talking about, and I don't have that banner in the way. You guys can see it even better. I got to take that into consideration next time. Well, okay. Yeah, let me just move this thing back a little bit here. I can do that too. I can adjust on the fly, adapt and overcome. So yeah, these are all local distilleries here in California that I've been to. I'll just go down the line real quick, and I'll let me see. I go by the 6 p.m. rule. I need to have one. Right. So we got Sonoma, Sonoma Distilling Company. This is a Sonoma bourbon. Here it's Napa Valley. This is 45 minutes from me. You guys have heard me talk about Corbin Cash. I've never talked about this live, I don't think, actually. Corbin Cash, they also make a sour mash bourbon. It's a 4-year. Yeah, 4-year. I'll go down the line, keep going down the line. This is one of my favorites, man, and I can only get it at Napa Valley Distillery. This is the son of a bourbon. I believe it's only 80 proof, which, yes, it's only 80 proof, which surprises the crap out of me that I like it as much as I do. But this, to me, it tastes like an orange creamsicle. And they only sell it in the 375, and they sell out quick. And I was only able to get one this year. But that's how much is left. I might be killing this today, maybe. But if I do, it's going up on Bottle Kill Hill over here. Yeah, see, I pushed this up a little bit. You can actually see you can see the axe throwing, and you can see most of Bottle Kill Hill here. I like that. I'm gonna have to, as I get more. I got a few more bottle kills already. I'm gonna have to start adjusting this thing where maybe it ends up being just bottles, right? There's that, and we got Rod and Hammer's Slow Stills Cask Bourbon, 112 proof here. Slow, when they spell SLW or SLO, is San Luis Obispo. That's the nickname for that entire area, San Luis Obispo County. So this is pretty good too. So they're all pretty good. You guys have been to Bourbon Baller. What is up, my brother? What is going on? Yeah, let me get this. Let me see here. Let me throw that out there right quick. What's going on? Greetings. I'm going down the line here of these local distilleries that I've personally been to, and they all got good products, pretty good products. I mean, you guys probably know by now which ones I like the best, right? And we got this one. This is one of a kind here. I got a Corbin Cash on Father's Day. They invited me down to their distillery. Most of you know by now. They sent me this label. This is their 8-year single barrel Merced Rye. But they sent me a label that says Bad Axe Bourbon on it. Got to pick my bottle and all that. So this is delicious. This one is unopened. I got one down there waiting for me that I'm going to go get. I'm going to keep this one closed for a special occasion. I have tasted it. I have had some while I was there. This one's going to stay closed. My kid gets married or something. Yeah. Or gets through the fire academy, gets his first job, fire job, well, whatever. This one's going to stay shut. But I do have, well, here's the Fray Ranch. This Fray Ranch single barrel bourbon. Oh my goodness, man. It's 126.92 proof. If you haven't had Fray Ranch single barrel, man, you're missing out. farm to table as well, or farm to bottle as well. Grow everything and distill everything right in house. Fray Ranch, once again, this is what got me hooked on Fray Ranch. This is the 1917 Merced Rye. Oh my goodness, delicious. 123 proof. This isn't open either. I got this. I still have a little bit in a 375 milliliter bottle, but I'm gonna just open this one up, man. Might as well, right? Merced, Atwater, California, about 45 minutes to an hour away from me. All this Corbin Cash stuff. Fray Ranch is local to me. I call it local to me, but it is in Fallon, Nevada. Couple hours, 2.5 hours maybe from me. Still local. We've been there. I've been to all these places. Corbin Cash, like I said, and J.J. Pfister Distillery. J.J. Pfister Distillery. This is in Sacramento, California. This is an hour away as well. I got a lot of stuff going on right around me that I didn't know. I found out about another one today that I didn't even know of. So this is their high rye bourbon. We're gonna find out, right? I mean, it's been a long time since I had this, and their straight bourbon whiskey. It was I remember it being okay. I mean, this is a straight bourbon whiskey, but it's a high rye. I liked the high rye better. I remember that. The other ones were just okay. So, and there's another one. Oh, dude, there's a wood chip in this one. Man, I got splinters in this thing in the bottle, dude. Man, I guess I'm gonna have a new flavor. Hey, what we got here? Let me get back in this chat a little bit. We got greetings. So we got, this is very interesting. This is Prohibition Spirits, not to be confused with Nulu. Not to be confused with Nulu. This is in Napa Valley, Sonoma as well. But Prohibition Spirits, and this is their Hooker's House bourbon. It is pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know, here at Total Wine, they have a rye. I also have their rye, which is decent. Looks just like this, but it says rye. It's got a blue label instead of this regular. The colors are opposite, but it's pretty good. I'll go down the line and get some tastes I'll get all these tastes for you guys, not for me. I'll go ahead and taste them all for you guys. Somebody's got to do this dirty work. James Morgan in the house. Woo woo. Hey, I'm working. You see, I got the set kind of spruced up a little bit, and I'm working on the electronics and all that stuff, the technology stuff. I got a stream deck and all that stuff. I'll be whooping it up for you guys. Emotes. I'll have some emotes in here working on all that stuff. The Cash App, all that stuff. I got merch. You guys want that? There'll actually be a way to purchase it if you want any of it. The hats and shirts and stickers and all that stuff. So how many hookers do you have at your house? Sean. Oh, I'm glad you asked Sean. All right. So, hey, I'm going to start out. I'm going to go from your left to right. I'm going my right to left. I'm going to jump right into this. Well, I'm going to save this one. I'm going to jump right into this right here. Yeah, it's clean. All right, it's clean. Hey, you know what, though? Hey, before I start this, it's another good thing I like about this. Let me get this party started right. All right, let's do this. All right, let's make this a badass show. Here we go. Here we go. Badass right there. Wood chips everywhere. This is badass. This set it up. Woo! Yeah, let me get these wood chips. I got everything closed up. Get wood chips out of there. All right, now we can start pouring. Man, that was real. I just touched the mouse. Dang it. Here we go. We got how many hookers? Very nice and a fresh axle. The axing break. Yeah, right. No, it was me. It wasn't the axe. It was my fat fingers just touching this super sensitive gaming mouse. It's like for getting a recommendation from a young 20-year-old for a mouse. They give me super every super gaming mouse. You just barely even, you look at it and it starts clicking. Right? Let me put that right there so I don't get in trouble. All right. So let me go with this Sonoma. This is their bourbon whiskey. Sonoma bourbon whiskey. Decent. It's decent. It's kind of hollow and short. Hey, you know what? It smells better than I remember it. It's been a while since I had it. It's been over a year since I had this. Ooh, yeah. That might be a little much. I got a couple down there. Let me go right like, oh, dude, I think that was a wood chip. Dang, man. I got to cover everything up now. All right. Let me swirl this sucker up. All right. What we got here? Let's keep it clean. Keep it clean. What we got here? Actually, yeah. Yeah, actually cut a wire. I did cut a wire, man. That'd be funny if I did cut a wire. Then be like, you know, I should get one of those effects where it gets the screen and go. All right, all that, but yeah, right. Extra, you know, I wish it was oak. I'd probably get a little bit of wood glue and maybe some pesticides in there if I start dipping this stuff in my glass. Right, all right. It's a little rosy on the nose, little rosy. And you guys in here, there's got to be someone in here likes Four Roses. I'm not a huge Four Roses fan. The single barrel, I think, you know, normally is pretty good. I really don't like any of the bottom, the normal line of Four Roses that much. Not too much. What you guys sipping on anyway? Oh, I smell a little corn now. All right, we go for a sip. Ooh. What is the proof on this? Woo! 92? Man, that's dirty. Dirty, and you know what? It tastes a little bit like it's got a little bit of a funk in there. That's probably why there's so much of it left. I probably gave this to Mr. Cross. Yo, what's good? Hanging, you never have Four Roses. All right, Mr. Cross in the his house. Right on. Thanks for dropping in, Mr. Cross. Appreciate it, man. Cheers, everybody. Right on, man. Right on at work. I appreciate the lurk, brother. Hey, if you guys, thank you for everyone being subscribed to me on the platforms that you're subscribed on. But Twitch is if you guys aren't on Twitch yet, make a Twitch account and subscribe to all these guys that are on Twitch. You might actually like the platform for, I like the simulcast. Obviously, you guys know that. The YouTube and the Twitch, I'm really trying to build up that. YouTube is the main one for me. I'm really trying to build up that Twitch as well. You got out the Buffalo Trace Kosher Rye recipe. You know what? I haven't had any Kosher Buffalo Trace. I just haven't had it. I've seen it a couple times. And I think I could get it. I just haven't had any of it. Oh, man. I'm going to sip on this thing. Yeah. Yeah, really not missing much. I think Sean and I are on the same page with that. You're not missing much with the Four Roses. I have had, like I said, a couple that I do like, but they're not normal, not the normal ones. You know what I'm saying? Not the normal expressions, I'll say. Be good. Yeah, I'm just going to sit that one over here. I'll sit that one over there. Man, I'm not going to say it's bad, but we'll see. I think it's between that one and this one, probably for the bottom out of the ones I got out here. But we'll see. Let me get this sour mash. We'll stick with the bourbons, but we're going to a sour mash. Got a nice little wax top here. Ooh! Yeah, it's a synthetic cork, but that was a nice pop. It's a nice pop there. All right, let me go in this one right now. Get a little bit there. All right. Let me pop this sucker down. Oh, man. that's what we got going on right now. Ooh, that smells way better. And I'm not normally a huge sour mash guy normally, but there are a couple I like, and this is one of them. Dang, the wood chips, man. The wood chips are killing me. Woo. Yeah, right. The limited edition. Yeah, the limited edition is hard to get. It is phenomenal. Good luck finding one. Sean's exactly right. It is hard to find, man. The kosher, did he get blessed by a rabbi? Right? That's a good question. A good question. It might make it taste better, right? A rabbi. You have the wheat recipe too. They were a good value at 35. Huh. So here we go. Yeah, what Sean says, that limited edition is phenomenal. All right, let me get some of this. That's good. That's really good. It's a little bit creamsicle-y for me too. Got a little bit more burn though. Yeah, that's a 108 proof. 108 proof. Corbin Cash. It's a nice little sipper right there. 108 proof. About $100 for this bottle. This is about $50 if I remember correctly. Dang, wood chips. Shit, they're really like splinters. Woo. Man, you guys keep seeing my leg drop over here. I'm expecting something to be there for me to put my foot on. All right, I'm going to go to the next one. That one's good. This one's okay. Hit this next one up here. Just kind of. Oh, well, hold up. Didn't taste very good after this. Did not. All right. Here's one of my favorites right here. Napa Valley Distillery for you peeps that weren't here to hear it. Napa Valley Distillery, the son of a bourbon. Woo. Oh, before I forget, I'll advertise it. But I just talked to my favorite hometown liquor store here, NorCal Liquors. You guys, if you watch my videos or even this stuff, you've heard me talk about it before. Just got done talking to Almond. Raven, what's up? What's good? Raven, dude, what is going on, brother? Let's show that. What's up? So, right on, man. He's getting in here from Twitch. Let me see. Let's see if that one shows up. What? Right on, man. All right, let me clean this one out a little bit. This is seltzer water, by the way. But I talked to my good friend Almond at NorCal Liquors. Look, on the 28th, I'll make a little thumbnail for it. On the 28th of this month, it's like 3 weeks from now, 3 weeks ish, 2.5, 3 weeks. I'll be going live at either 4 or 4:30. 4:30 seems like it works out a little bit better. There's more people in here immediately, right up front. So it seems like 4:30 works a little bit better for people across the state, across the world, Craig. So I'm gonna be going live from his liquor store. He says I can bring whatever I want to bring. I can bring this wood block. I can bring this axe and start. Right on. Thanks, Raven. I appreciate the lurk, brother. Sup. So he said I could bring this axe. I could smash stuff up. People come in. They want to interact. We'll interact with customers coming in. Maybe do some. I'm just starting to get some ideas together. Maybe I'll do. If you guys have seen my good or bad videos, I might do some live good or bads. See how that works out. That's just an idea I've got. We'll both taste the same thing. We'll go give a little nose, a little palate, just real quick. Good or bad. We'll go 1, 2, 3, good or bad, and that'll be it, right? And then we'll find out what it is. Okay. So, I mean, that's an idea. I'm right on. Cool. Thanks, Raven. Going in alert. So, that's an idea I've got going on. It's what I got. One of the things I got coming up. All right. And then get some of this son of a bourbon. Yeah, man. I hope it's going to be. Hopefully, you guys will be there for it and let me know how it goes, man. I'm excited about that one. It's kind of cool. I got a couple other things in the pipe too with my lives. I got invited to a clothing store downtown. There's clothing for everybody, but generally a woman's clothing store. But they want to have a guy's night, and they want me to go in there and do a whiskey night, bring some men in, all that stuff. So I might kind of try to do the same kind of concept there. I think she said she would let me go live in there too, but we'll find out. If we can, I might try to do. If that goes over well at the liquor store at NorCal Liquors, I might try it there too. I don't know if they're gonna let me bring the axe in that store, but man, I'll have. Imagine the mess that's gonna make. Dude, I can't wait to get wood chips flying somewhere else other than on my set. And see how that turns out. That'll be fun. So here's that. I know I like this one, man. Isn't it crazy how the more you put in here, the less that's in here? It's crazy. It's just not right. The trouble, yeah, right. The trouble will be the Wi-Fi. Yeah, see, it'll drop. You know what? That's my main worry. So obviously, I'm gonna have to be on their Wi-Fi, or try. That's it. I got to do some recon. Because there's gonna be some wires. There's got to be some wires exposed, probably, right somewhere. So that'll be the issue. So I'm gonna have to go test it out. In the meantime, I'll go in there, run, bring a computer that's Wi-Fi only, or put my phone in the airplane mode, whatever. Just only turn on the Wi-Fi and see what kind of reception I get in there. I want to try to bring as little stuff as possible. But I plan on bringing this baby right here with his axe and see people. I want to see people freak out in the store, dude. I think that'll be hilarious. But get them interacting with me live, doing good or bads. You guys got other ideas? Let me know. That's just one that pops in my head, right? Or just seeing what people think, what they like. Just some interaction with the people. And my Johnny Black bottle never ended. That's funny. This one's, man. Oh yeah, this is a son of a bourbon, man. This is so sweet on the nose. Get a little butterscotch on the nose. It's like Raven and I was on live with Raven Wing Saint. Yeah, he's in lurk mode right now. But it's like when I say orange, I don't mean a citrus orange. I'm talking about orange candy, like orange and vanilla candy flavor, right? Not the citrus part of it, but just that orange candy flavor. All right, I gotta get some of this. Man, that's delicious, man. Man, I can't believe I only got that much left of it, and I only have a 375 to begin with. But man, this stuff is delicious. That's really good. Whew. You guys got I'm sure you guys got local distilleries, you guys. Orange. Yeah, you know what? I do say orange Tic Tac flavor a lot, and that's where I was going at first. And I'm kind of trying to figure out what that really is. What it is. I said orange Tic Tacs yesterday. I was really trying to narrow it down, or to get to the bottom of what's giving me that orange Tic Tac flavor is what I get. Like, it's like what's the rye count on this one? I don't know. I've asked, and they won't tell me. They won't tell me the mash bill in this. It is a bourbon, so we know it's at least 51% corn. But they won't tell me. They won't tell me the rest of the mash bill. It's rye. It's a normal bourbon mash bill. It's not wheated, but it's a rye and malted barley, but they haven't told me. I might ask again. Maybe I'll tell them I'm someone famous, like Sean from Whiskey Wars. Hey, so you guys know Whiskey Wars? Have you seen that? Yeah, that's. I'll tell them. Hey, Sean wants to know, and maybe they'll let me know. I have to pull a rabbit out like that. Yeah. So orange Tic Tac flavor. Hey, does anyone else get that kind of like an orange, like a sidewalk Sunday 50-50 bar flavor on anything? Because when I say orange Tic Tacs, that's like it kind of reminds me of a 50-50 bar, that orange candy, artificial orange flavor with vanilla. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it doesn't have much of a finish, but I want to keep sipping it anyway, so I really don't give it much of a chance to finish. That one, I could easily. I almost drank a whole bottle last time I had one, and I didn't even realize it. So yeah, it was good. Hey, I don't know, man. Sean, hey, Sean's big time. Sean's almost, dude. You are almost at 1,000, dude. You're like 916 or something like that. He's big time. Hey, there's no one in here that thinks it would hurt me, right? Because you are big time. I'm gonna say, hey, hey, Napa Valley Distillery people, you know Sean from Whiskey Wars? He wants to know what this mash bill is because we want to talk about it live around the world, Craig, right? If they don't know Sean, better ask somebody. Right? So you could try a 3-sip risk game where all the sip. Oh, what is this? What we got, James? I see you laughing. Let me say, you could try a 3-sip risk game where all the sips are rigged to catch their reactions. Yeah, you know what I should do? I should put up a Basil Hayden toast, a 10 high, a mellow corn, and some Earl Settler, and some, strictly from the bottom shelf. Anything Basil Hayden and anything from the bottom shelf, and maybe a Jack Daniels Old No. 7 and a Garrison Brothers small batch, and that'll be the entire gamut, right? And then for shits and giggles, I'll put a howler head in there, something that's just super sweet and banana flavored. It doesn't even have the color of a bourbon, right? Right. Let me see, somewhere around there. Let me see. I crash weddings with open bars and tell them I'm yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, 5 p.m. for sure. Somewhere around there. Yep. All right, let me get rid of this one. That one up there. Let me go to some slow stills. I'm so I went the proofs are going up and down. I just laid them out like that, just to lay them out. I put a little video out, little short 16-second video out earlier, and we just kind of left it there. Oh, decent in a real quart. Ooh, got a bottle smells pretty good. Let me hold on to that one. Right on. All right, let me clean this one out here. Let me use this one. Bubble it up. Oh, party foul. That'll work. It was done in a shop long ago with a wine my mom walked into and still laughs about it. What is that about? I missed something. Oh, got you. That's this game. Yeah, James. That would be funny, dude. That would be funny. Still living in the woods. What is up, brother? Cheers, man. Thanks for stopping by. All right. Let's get this Slow Stills Cask bourbon in here. 112 proof. This is a San Luis Obispo. I went there. It's been a couple months now with some friends. I got a couple videos out on it. Actually, I haven't put out the video. I'm editing the one that I actually went to this distillery on. So I did I got a couple of videos out and ended right before we went here. So the last one I got to edit is where I went to Rod and Hammer Slow Stills. Let me keep that up here. Cool bottle. Can you guys get this where you are? They're a little bit bigger than a few of these down here. They seem to be distributing a a little bit wider, a little bit farther out than a lot of these down here. If you've got Rod and Hammers slow stills, let me know. Pretty cool little place. The Distillery is a cool little place. Still living. Good to see you. Cheers. All right, so that's nice on the nose too. It's you know what? It kind of smells like this, but with a little bit more proof. I mean, this is 80 proof. This is 112, so the proof is there. For sure. Yeah. Hanging AZ, haven't crashed a wedding in a minute. Used to all the time in Florida. Dude, I don't think I've been invited to while I was there. I say, hey, come on over. I've never actually crashed a wedding though. That's got to be fun. And people just kind of like, hey, I'm with the bride. Yeah, I'm with the groom. Hey, nice to meet you. Right? Open bar? Sweet. See you there. Right? So something like that. Does that sound about right? With this crowd, I'm sure that's what it was all about, right? There's no open bar, there's no point, right? Unless they got good desserts. I'll go for the desserts too. What kind of cake they got? Man, that smells good. All right, going in. Yeah, that's pretty good. Ooh, that's peppery. Whoa. Pump the brakes a little bit. Whoa. Woo. Man, there's spots there, just always weddings. Oh yeah, it just gotta be like here, Sean. There's always weddings going on. All right, here's all kinds of country clubs, especially on the water, all that stuff. Golf courses, pretty low security. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. As long as you don't draw attention to yourself and be a knucklehead, right? Start whooping it up. Just start going try to dance with the bride or the groom or whatever, right? Or the parents, the ones paying for it, probably, right, Sean? The ones paying for it. That's good. That's good. It's just got. I don't really taste the ethanol, but man, it's got some pepper. Woo! I still got that pepper on my tongue. Wow. Woo! But it goes away. It's got a decent finish. It's a nice warmth, man. This one's if you guys can get your hands on this, it's interesting, man, because it's the pepper just kind of, you guys saw my reaction. It's just kind of hanging out, and all of a sudden someone just goes like that, and the pepper starts firing my tongue up, and it's not an ethanol burn, it's pepper, man. Woo! But it's enjoyable because the flavor is pretty good. We're bypassing the sealed up 8-year single barrel rye from Corbin Cash. Like I said, I got another one I'm gonna go get. Yeah, right. About 15 years ago, right, Sean? Hey, if any of you want to go live with me, let me know, and I'll have to send an invite here, unless Sean knows another way. I probably, I don't know how to pin. I thought I figured out how to pin it to the to this right here, but we'll see. I guess I could try that again. Let me try it. I'm gonna try it out, right? Huh? Let me try it out. Try the invite. Let me highlight this thing. Copy. Paste this sucker up. Let me see if this works right here. I don't know if that works or not. I don't know if that does. That doesn't look like a link to me. It doesn't look like an active link. But let me see. Yeah, you'd have to be in the private chat to be able to get this, which means you'd already be part of the show. Yeah, see, that one came out as a link. It is a link. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. Right on. Cool. Any of you guys want to come on in? let me know. We'll talk through the rest of these. You ask me some questions, whatever. Is that Mrs. Cross? Mrs. Cross? Man, I know Mr. Cross. Oh, boo, dude, you're both in here? Man, you're both in here. Getting ready for Thirsty Thursdays. Right. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Hey, if you're still on when I'm done with this live, I'll hop over to your Thirsty Thursday. Right on. Cool. Thanks. I'll have to try to go lurk in there at least. Right? You guys are awesome. And if you guys aren't following them, if you don't have a Twitch account, go make a Twitch account and follow these people in here that have the little purple Twitch logo. That would be cool. That'd be really cool. All right. There we go. Okay, so Mr. Cross is at work. He's lurking, I believe. He's lurking. I know he just made a comment, it looks like. He's made a comment, but I think he's lurking. I am. Hey, Mrs. Cross, I'm multi-streaming on YouTube Live, Twitch Live, and Facebook Live. And if I could figure out how to get Instagram and TikTok in here as well, I'd do them all. The more the merrier, right? The more the merrier. Like I said, for me, the main ones are YouTube and Twitch. I do Instagram and TikTok to try to get people over to here. It's kind of one of those things that, at least for me, I'm not big time like Sean. He's big time. He's got like 400. Hey, here we go, Sean. Adding to the stream. Sean, what is going? Let me fix this right here. There we go.
What's up, brother? How we doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for joining, brother.
Yeah, no, happy to. I should be editing right now, but I really don't want to. So
hey, me too. You and me both. I'm like, I can't edit. I got to go live. I just find every excuse not to go edit, dude. And I'm just like, well, I don't have anything for tomorrow.
Like I was off all day yesterday, and I was supposed to do it then, and I just didn't. I did other stuff, and so whatever. It'll get done. I'll probably do it like really late Friday night. But,
right, dude. Was I talking to you? I talked to a few people. I talked to you. I actually talked to you a lot. I talked to Raven. I do a live on yesterday on Wednesdays with Raven Wing Saint on Twitch every week on Wednesday. I think he and I were talking about editing and the burden of editing.
Mm-hmm.
But that one video I put out with me and Parker with the Weller Special Reserve, that was his. He ended up doing 6 videos and I did 5. But there's one that he did by himself, a good or bad, he did by himself. But before that, we went through Evan Williams, right? We just did the line. I have them. So we did this. Started off with a small batch, then we went to the bottle and bond, and then we ended up with single barrel. I know the proofs kind of went up and down a little bit, but that's kind of like the quality. That's the way I would like them anyway.
Yeah, I got you.
So we went through that, and I knew he wasn't gonna like the Special Reserve, and I think I commented back to you. I didn't even like it when I first tried it. It just grown on me a little bit. It's not awesome.
I mean, so my comment wasn't super accurate, but I mean, I didn't want to make a speech about it, Like, because Special Reserve, I mean, it's fine. It's just
exactly.
My issue is the price point nowadays, Right. So like back when it was like $15-$20, it was cool because that's what it is. It's a $15-$20 bourbon.
Yeah.
But now that it's like between 30 and 40, if you can get it at retail, and if it's over retail, then it's just ridiculous. Then it's like it's not good.
Right.
And so that's
completely agree.
I mean, so that was actually the bourbon I actually introduced my wife to bourbon with, because it is very mild, very tame. Like there's really nothing that's going to put you off because it's so mild. So for that kind of purposes, it's great. But to the seasoned drinker, it's not real exciting.
I agree. Yeah. And I mean, and when and that's where unless people know my rules of the good or bad, if it's bad, that means I can't take this. I mean, right. and I could sip that, I could drink it and all that stuff, and it's good. It's not, oh man, where can I get another bottle of this? I mean, I'm not rating it. I'm just either yeah, I can keep drinking it, or I'll never want to see this again.
Right. Yeah.
And there's that one line. Some of them are borderline too, man. I'm like,
Yeah,
So,
I can think of a few like that are like, I could drink it, but I'd rather not.
yeah, it wouldn't be my choice if I had better choices. But I mean, I could drink it.
Yeah.
Whereas
And,
like Basil Hayden toast, I'm not doing it.
Sorry, I'm not in my normal garb. This is a work shirt. This is the second stream this week I've been in a work shirt in. But anyway,
You're good, man. This is my work shirt today.
There you go. Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, man, you're all good, dude. Yeah, I don't get caught up on any of that stuff, for sure.
So my work shirts are used polos that I get at a local thrift store for $2 a piece.
Right on, man.
Because I live right next to a golf course, which is weird for our county because there's just like very few people, but it's right, like the thrift store is right next to a golf course. So this is actually a golf shirt. It's like right there, the little golf symbol thing. Yeah. So, but the thing that's nice about them is they're that material that when you sweat, it dries fast, the fast dry stuff. So
it's like dry fit, like wicking, like moisture wicking. Oh yeah.
So that's why I buy them.
And you're in construction, right? You're outside a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, even when I'm not outside, even when I'm working on a home, like usually, like so right now we're doing we're kind of restoring an old home, and they haven't like fixed the AC yet, so it's still pretty warm in the house.
Dude, that's me at work right now.
Yeah,
yeah. The AC the AC has been broken at my fire station for a month before summer here.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so, and the heater breaks in the wintertime. It's like clockwork. It's awesome. It's amazing.
For sure.
It's incredible. The AC will work incredible in the wintertime. It's no breaking down at all.
Now, remind me, Bobby, are you in a pretty large county in California?
I'm in a large county. Yeah, San Joaquin County in California. It's by area, it's large.
But population is lower.
The population is there's over 1 million. I mean, easily over 1 million. I mean, maybe a couple million in the county. I'm in a valley. My county is a valley. Yeah, that goes north to south in California. Gotcha. Probably from just under Sacramento down to like right above Fresno. Mm-hmm. So it's long. It's not super wide, but it's long.
Yeah. So is like funding just an issue? Is that why like ACs are out for months or?
Oh, well, actually, I don't even work. I don't work in the county I live in. So
okay.
The county I work in is Santa Clara County, over in the Bay Area, where Google and Facebook and all these PayPal. And
okay. So plenty of money. There's plenty.
The money is not the issue. It's the bickering over who's going to pay for it. This person over this. No, this is who owns the building. The city owns the building. Oh no, but you're contracted to pay for this. You know how it's. They're like, so the people that it doesn't affect at all are the ones that are arguing.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They're just going to argue in their air conditioned offices for 5 months before. Yeah.
Yes, over emails. Not even text messages. It's emails.
High stress environments here.
Yeah.
A lot of stress. The typing. Yeah.
Yeah. Sean. Oh, here we go. Sean, the golfing cowboy.
No, I don't golf at all.
Oh,
I've tried and I'm truly terrible at it. I'm much better at hitting things with other objects.
So a hanging AZ, you like? So we're talking. This is a special reserve, right? You're talking about special reserve. You like the Cheerio note on the special reserve, but would not pay more than MSRP for it. Completely agree.
Let's completely agree. It's been a while. I don't. Does the dust come through on this? Can you see the? Yeah, actually.
Oh yeah. I can see it.
You can see the dustiness. Yeah, it's been sitting a while. Let's go ahead and have a little bit here. It's been a minute.
Been a minute. Right on, Mrs. Cross. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's like when I was first getting into bourbon, this was one of those that you had to have, right?
Yeah.
It's on all the forums, all the Reddits, all the Facebooks, all that stuff.
It says Weller.
Yeah. And now that I've had a few bottles, because like the first bottle, I was like, okay, well maybe I didn't get a good one, right? Because I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about bourbon. This was 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm like, okay, so maybe I just got a bad one. And then like now I'm on my 4th or 5th, I don't know, and it's they're all basically the same. It's just what it is.
But yeah, Cheerios is a good note. That you get Cheerios, and that's like an oat. Is that like oat and iron type of on the nose and
Yeah, I would say you probably get more on the palate, right, AZ, than the nose.
I would say so.
Because the palate's more like just kind of a light caramel.
Yeah, I'd say
not a whole lot else happening.
It's pretty smooth, but the proof is low, and there's not a lot to it. It's very simple. Which not everything has to be complex, but it's. I mean, like I said, it's really nothing to pay over MSRP for.
So just in fairness, I'm coming off a super budget bottle because I hadn't had it in a while. Just Evan Williams Black.
Oh, okay, okay, dude. For a second, the way the lighting was, I thought that bottle was green. It said Evan Williams.
No. The 80 proofer is not worth even buying. It does exist, but there's no reason to buy it. No. So I kind of mentioned on my live stream, but I got 16 bottles from my next door neighbor. He's decided he doesn't want to drink whiskey anymore, so I just bought them all off him. And this was one of them. So I was like, you know what? Let's try it because I hadn't had it in a while. So that's what I was just drinking. And now the Special Reserve afterwards. And they're about the same quality, honestly. They're both fine. There's nothing wrong with either one of them. It's just, it's a budget bottle. Yeah,
it might be better than an old fashioned or something like that, right?
Yeah. Something.
And if that's someone's jam, dude, right on. Here you go. I got some of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's one of those bourbons you definitely don't have to think about at all. If you're just like watching a movie or something like that with your wife or girlfriend and you just want something to drink, it's fine for that. Like it's not challenging at all. Yeah, it's fine.
It's not. Yeah, it's not built to think about, and it's not built to. It's not built to be on a shelf that's more than 2 or 3 off of the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not quite the bottom, but it's hovering and probably shelf number 2. I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
if not 1.5 to 2.
Well, I mean, these days Weller's probably higher up than it should be, but
Weller for sure. It's up there.
But Evan's certainly a bottom shelfer. Yeah. I mean, this guy is like I think it's like $15 at Kroger locally. Yeah, it's
really
cheap. Yeah,
nice. What else you got there? I'm moving on. I'm moving down the line here.
You're moving into the good stuff. Yeah,
the Fray Ranch single barrel. Have you had this, Sean?
So here's like because of the distribution of Fray Ranch, I have had. Well, I can't say I've had 0. I've had the regular Fray Ranch that I got from Charles, Fun with Whiskey. But
the regular bourbon.
Yeah,
and it's okay.
It's cool. Like okay. Again, like nothing wrong with it. It's just like it's fine.
I would like it better than Weller Special Reserve.
Yeah,
but it's right in that ballpark.
Yeah, it's like chill. It's fine. It's another one that like there's nothing wrong with it. There's also just nothing phenomenal.
Yeah, it's got like 2 notes.
Yeah,
and ethanol. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I do like the kind of farm to bottle thing. That's cool. I like any distillery that's doing that because it supports farmers, and that's always cool. But yeah, I wish the distribution was larger, which is not their fault. Man. It's just the 3-tier system fault that we're kind of stuck in here in the States. But oh well. Yeah.
I just found out from you probably heard my local liquor store owner, a good friend of mine now. There's half an hour from where I live in Stockton, California. I guess there's another craft distillery popped up. It's been around for just a little bit. That's farm to bottle. I'm like, are you kidding me? I can't remember the name of it though. I'm gonna have to ask my wife.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's becoming a thing. which is sensible, really, because there's so little profit in farming these days that farmers need something.
Exactly right.
So, and because most farmers rotate between corn and soy, why not make bourbon? Especially since it's still, I mean, I feel like we're kind of in the downslope now of bourbon. That's the way it feels, market wide. Yeah, I mean, I do too in some ways. I mean, it's bad for YouTube, but it's good for us. It's good for us buying. So it's a double-edged sword for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it is a double-edged sword.
But even still, I hope that more farmers realize the potential for making bourbon. I know it's a whole production and it's not a simple thing to do, but if you have the means, it'd be great to see more farmers doing that. So
if you have the means to get started, it'll probably work out, right? Because normally they go from vodka to gin to brandy and they make them all, right? Normally.
And vodka is super simple. You don't even need a master distiller basically, because nobody cares what vodka tastes like.
That's just step one.
Yeah,
vodka is step one. That's it.
Yeah. If you can distill, then you can make vodka.
Then you can make vodka, right? Okay, hanging AZ. Anyone like Jack Rye? So I don't like the bottom shelfer, but that single barrel, the maroon label, and the fancy bottle. I can't, to be honest, I can't remember what it tastes like, to be honest. I haven't had it in so long.
So the special release, I still say, is maybe my favorite rye of all time. If it's not, it's got to be top three. It's just phenomenal. And I've had two different bottles, and they're both just amazing. But the standard shelf offering, bottom shelfer, mid shelfer, whatever you want to call it, Jack Rye, it's too much like Old Number 7. I don't like it. It's not for me at all.
Yeah, it's not. I like you guys know me now. There's only a couple of Jack Daniel's products I like, but I like the way all their stuff looks. It just looks cool. It looks like this is whiskey, this is bourbon. But there's only a couple of things I like from them, like the Coy Hill Sinatra Select, and was it the Single Barrel Select? Is that what you did last week, Sean?
The barrel proof,
barrel proof. Okay. And
I don't know because I don't. Well, it's not that I don't want to take the time. I haven't researched whether or not the single barrel proof is charcoal filtered. Some people have told me that it's not. I don't know definitively either way. But either way, it doesn't have a whole lot of that Jack Daniel's funk on the back end. That's what I don't like about Old Number 7. That's what I don't like about the rye. It's that dirty, muddy charcoal, whatever it is. It's like it's almost like the way it is in my mind is like garden soil. If you've ever been gardening and you wipe your mouth and you get a little, it's that kind of muddy earthiness that. Yeah. And that's just off-putting to me. So that ruins a lot of Jacks, including the rye for me. So that's why I don't like it.
Yeah, same here. It's that I don't know. Is it like if if you rake the leaves up in autumn and they fall down and you have them all piled up and you sit there for a while and you kind of get into it. And it's a little bit warm and moist, like a pile of grass, but leaves specifically.
Little bit like compost.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that. That smell you get off of that. That's kind of the
little bit peat mossy. Yeah, it's decaying matter. Yeah,
that Lincoln County process. I mean, that's got to be it, right? I mean, it's got to be part of it. It's just something about it on the finish that just kind of sits there. If there's just a little bit, okay. If there's something else that's really overpowering it, but man, my brain goes to it and it's like, you don't like this. You don't like this. I'm trying to be, be better about it, and just kind of dissect a little bit. And I can see why other people like it, but I don't like it.
I mean, I think the issue is because it's the finish where it mainly shows up. That's what you're left with. That's the flavor you're left with. So,
and that's what you're reminded of. Whatever you got last.
Yeah. So even if the palate is decent, and let's be fair, even the Jack palate is not great. It's okay.
No, you're right. And then you're gonna finish with that.
Yeah, and then you finish with like dirty, muddy water or whatever. Is like, okay, well, that ruined the kind of only decent experience I was having.
Yeah, you finish with a failed bunt. You bunt into the catcher's mitt. Strike 3, you're out, right?
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's
a strike 3 for sure. Yeah, that's what the finish is on Jack.
You finish looking instead of swinging.
And as AZ said, I know a lot of people are doing their review. Like I had there was a bottle at my local Kroger at retail, and I thought about it, and then I hesitated and I didn't buy it because I was like, if it has that Jack Funk, I'm not going to like it. So like I'm waiting until I hear from people that I trust, that I know feel the same way I do about stuff. So I'm going to talk to Charles some because me and him generally have similar palates.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, the regular rye is not good. If Sean says that, I got to try the special edition.
Yeah,
I got to try that. Is that the bottle that's like in a single barrel proof? That bottle with the maroon label.
Yeah. No, it has the green. It's the green, like green and gold, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, the maroon label is that's the single barrel, but not the special release.
Okay, so it's just a single barrel rye.
Yeah.
Which goes in. So that's one of the barrels. If it wasn't a single barrel, it get mixed in with all the rest of them and still be bad like the rest of them.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah. So I guess that's supposed to be an exceptional rye barrel. So
this is exceptional compared to all this other crap.
Yeah, compared to the stuff that really sucks.
All right, so this one just tastes better by default because all these other ones really suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one tastes less like dirt than the other one. So.
This is less crappy than the rest of these, so you'll like it. Right? It's like when someone tastes something, they don't like it. Hey, try this. Oh, this is gross. Try this. No, thanks. I'll just take your word on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than the thing you just gave me, but it still kind of sucks. So,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got the Jack Rye down there. Well, here, I'll just pour a little bit because I just finished the special reserve.
Yeah, okay. You're thinking of getting a Stellum, the old bottles from barrel. Would you go the bourbon or the rye? You know what? I like the rye better than the bourbon as far as Stellum. They're both decent, but the rye is really good where I would talk about it. And the bourbon is good enough, but I wouldn't like go telling people about it. Just off the cuff.
That's kind of what I've heard from everybody is that the bourbon is too like run of the mill, I guess. Like it's fine. It's good, but the rye seems to be more exceptional.
Yeah. And yeah, you're right, James. The rye does have a better rep. It does. And it's like Sean said, it's not that the bourbon's bad. It just doesn't stand out where the rye kind of stands out. Let's see, Hanging AZ mixes it with ginger ale. Anyway, right on.
Yeah, so I bought this bottle, the standard Jack Rye, when I was doing my budget rye thing back in December. And well, I mean, most of this went when I was doing the blinds. So it's about a third gone. And then I also gave some away to buddies for them to try it.
Right.
So I haven't drank that much of this. But
isn't that amazing how when you say something's good, then all of a sudden your bottle goes down to right here, but you didn't drink much of it?
That's why I don't have a bottle of 101 right now because I go to it so often.
Oh yeah. Hey, who talked it? Was it James or Hanging that talked about the Wild Turkey 101 rye? Oh, Still Living in the Woods. Yeah, that know.
Oh my God, yeah,
that is delicious, dude. I think Sean and I talked about this last week, week before, or not the week before. We go to all-inclusive resorts. When I went to Mexico last, I went downtown and bought a bottle or a couple bottles of Wild Turkey 101 rye. to put behind the bar. So when I go up there, hey, because that's the best I could find in that little area right there, man. I was sharing that with people left and right, and they were going, "Hey, can I get some more of that rye?" Compared to what they had, they got Jack,
Oh yeah,
and Evan Williams. That's it.
Well, I mean, and as you said, Bobby, I mean, I talked about this pretty extensively on my live Saturday, but it's really hard to find decent whiskey in Mexico. Like, so
it is.
I'm not surprised that 101 Rye was the best thing you could find. That makes perfect sense to me because I went to one store and they didn't have anything better than the resort I was at, other than some just even more bottom shelfers than what was already there. And I was like, really? This is it? I mean, there was like 12 bottles total, and they were all, none of them were exceptional. Yeah. I mean, so I was like, oh, I'm not spending money on this.
And then when you're down there, you see a guy that works behind the bar down there buying it, right? So he can take it back.
For sure, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
so some Evan Williams.
So there was one pay bar at our all-inclusive resort, so you had to pay extra for this particular bar. It was on the beach.
Right.
And the best thing they had was 101. So, just standard 101.
Thank goodness, though. Crap.
Yeah. But the problem was the same issue I had with everything at that place is it's an outside bar in Mexico in June. So the whiskey's like 90 degrees.
And it's a 101.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, like, I don't mind whiskey neat. That's how I always drink it. But when it's 90 degrees, it's not real pleasant. It's especially like, I like it about 70. Like about 70 degrees is I'm good with it. Right. But 90, it's not the same experience. So, but either way, I would still walk out there like once a day to have a pour of 101 just because,
And now you start. And as I said, hey, thank goodness they had 101. And then immediately I start thinking, you had to pay extra for 101.
I know.
I could get that for $18 a bottle. You're paying extra. That's. I mean, it's good, but it's not paying extra good. I mean, the price point is not paying extra. You know what I mean?
So it's such a different world because here in Kentucky there are bars like whiskey bars where 101 is the well. Like, that's just what you get when you order a whiskey in anything. Like 101 is the go-to. Right. You don't even have to ask for it. That's the well behind the bar. You get 101.
Right.
So for it to be like the pricey bourbon was like, oh, okay, well, this is interesting.
That's a different world right there, right? It'd be like 101. Oh yeah, all day, but extra.
Yeah, this is a budget bottle, guys. Let's.
Is this your? Yeah, this is your Blanton's over here. I mean,
interesting. Yeah,
it's interesting. Hey, I'm gonna hit this Fray Ranch. This is 126.92 proof right here. This single barrel.
That's some serious whiskey there,
dude, and it is delicious, man.
Anthony talks about his all the time. I have yet to try a single barrel, but he loves his, and you seem to love yours. I got to find one some kind of way.
Yeah, I'll send you a handshake of it if you want. If you can't get it, I'll send. This is a store pick single barrel.
Well, I need to go out west for a lot of things, but like that's one of the things. Like there's a bunch of Texas bourbons I want to pick up because the distribution just isn't big on a lot of these kind of distilleries because of the stupid 3-tier system we're stuck in.
Yes.
And so, yeah, there's a lot of bottles like from kind of more local distilleries that I want to pick up, and that's certainly on the list. Like once I get out that way.
Yeah, man. But yeah, if you can go, I'm finding more and more around where I am, and I thought I knew I thought I had them all mapped out. They just keep popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
But San Luis Obispo, there's the wineries out there. They're all doing bourbon and stuff now too. They're all got distilleries going now too. That's their little side gig where it's starting to grow. Napa Valley, same there. Sacramento, Fallon, Nevada.
And it feels like, and maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like we're on the downturn. Like I feel like everybody noticed that we were in this bourbon bubble a little bit too late, and now there's so many people jumping on.
Yeah.
That the market is just so oversaturated that I think for your average consumer, it's confusing because there's so many bottles now. It's like, well, I don't know what's good. I don't know. And to be fair, a lot of people don't even know about the YouTube community. They don't know that we're out here reviewing stuff. So they just go into the store and there's 300 bottles on the shelf. If you go into like Total Wine or Liquor Barn or Specs or whatever your local thing is.
Yeah.
And it's just overwhelming. And so they have no idea where to go. So they just go with the brand name they know.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, this is okay. Like if they grab a Bullet or something, it's like, well, yeah, okay, bourbon's all right.
Yeah. Jack Daniels. This sucks. Yeah, that's not it. Don't stop there.
Yeah. Please search out other stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. But it was crazy is I could go a block away, 2 blocks away to my grocery store and get all like Woodinville. I can get that. I can't get, Weller and all that, but there's grocery stores where I can get it, half an hour away from here, Willet. This Willet I got in my grocery store. I'm like,
yeah, I mean, not that I should promote like buying and sending whiskey to other people, but there's Willets just sitting on the shelf like at my local store. Like I know I could get them anytime I wanted.
Yeah.
Like it's not one of like my favorites, so they're still sitting there. But yeah, I know that's hard for some people to find, but at the same time, like California is a weird place because like the Costco's there will have like 10 dozen Blantons come in at a time, or 3 dozen Wellers come in. It's a weird.
Yeah, dude, I got a couple Eagle Rares for $25 in my Costco.
Yeah,
I
see it all the time, and it's always somebody in California.
Kentucky Owl. I got Kentucky Owl St. Patrick's edition at my Costco.
Yep.
It's weird. And then, but that's the place where I'll get a big 1.75 Bullet, for my old fashions. I mean, like I said, I don't like sipping on Bullet, but I like it in my old fashioned.
Yeah.
So I'll go buy a 1.75 there, and that's what I go through the most.
If you're mixing it, it works fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it works fine as a mixer. Old Humble Distilling Company, you made it. All right.
What's up, buddy? How we doing, man?
What we got? Cheers to the chat and cheers to the pan. Hey, thanks, brother. Thanks for stopping in, man. Oh, you know what? Hanging AZ. Yes, I do. Redwood Empire. I go right by it every time I go to Napa Valley Distillery.
Man, Redwood they're doing some great stuff, man.
They do have some good stuff. They have some good stuff. I actually, you know what? I have it in there. I just didn't put it out here because everybody knows about Redwood Empire.
I'm pretty sure I don't have any of the things that you have, so I'm not even trying to drink along with you because.
Well, probably the one thing you could have had is this probably that I'm just guessing. They don't distribute, maybe don't distribute out to you, but
no.
Out of all these things here, this is the one that I would have guessed that you could have had.
Yeah,
I've had a version of it, the regular bourbon.
Yeah, I've had the standard, but again, that was only thanks to Charles because I've never seen a Fray Ranch in Kentucky. So,
dude, seriously, man, they got the gates up, huh? They're not letting anything in. They're just pushing out.
Right? Well, it's because of like distribution laws. It has nothing to do with Fray Ranch. It's just.
Oh yeah.
But back to Wood's earlier comment about 101 being the well at bars. I mean, so if I go out to a bar, I go to a whiskey bar. I don't ever go to like a standard bar because why would I? It would just irritate me. So if I go out, I go to a whiskey bar, and like the well is like usually like 101, or sometimes it'll be Old Forester 100, or some of the not complete bottom shelfers. Like it's a respected, it's still 86. Budget. Yeah, it's still budget, but it's still like a decent whiskey. You're not gonna get like Kentucky Gentleman, right. Or or something. So, and there's a lot, because I live in Kentucky. There's a lot of those. It's just, and and to be fair, they're appealing to people like us. So you
Right.
can't have your well be complete trash, or you
Right.
will kind of like be booed out of existence.
There's a lot of us now, and you don't know who we are unless you watch our channels. You don't know who's who, because everyone's any of us could be in a bar, sipping on whatever, and come in here and talk about the experience that you had at that bar, or wherever you are. And I think they're catching on to that a little bit, because there's enough of us out here now.
Yeah.
Doing this.
Oh yeah. So this is a kind of a weird experience. I guess it was bound to happen. Granted, I was wearing my hat. So we were in Bardstown, me and Ben, and we're going around different stores. And Ben is like a genius of hunting. Like no matter where he is, Bourbon. Yeah,
he is.
He knows the spots. Like no matter where he is, he knows the spots.
Yeah.
So we're going around, we're hunting, and I'm with him. I'm wearing the hat, and like some guy like comes up to me randomly. He's like, "Hey, are you Whiskey Wars?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, man, I saw a video from you." And so that was kind of a weird. That was like a weird like celebrity, not really moment.
But that's cool, man.
Yeah,
I told you Sean was big time. Hey,
yeah,
man.
One guy knows me.
5 axes, Sean. Celebrity Sean. I got celebrity on my show. Woo!
Yeah, there's at least one person that recognizes me.
Right.
So
it's cool though. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, like that was the first time that's ever happened. So that was kind of interesting. And we were like in some like completely out of the way like liquor store, so that made it even more interesting. But yeah, that was kind of fun.
That is awesome, dude. That's cool. And the only thing that happens at one time, it's like, oh, that's cool. Right on. That's it.
Like, I mean, I don't ever want to be like, I feel like the junkies, like they're getting to the point where like people recognize them all the time. I don't want to be that famous, because I don't want to like stop and have conversations with people all the time.
You don't like people that much, so you know.
No, I really don't. Like, there's like a handful of people I kind of like associating with, and that's kind of where I want to keep it. So
here he comes. Here he comes. Is that Sean? Look, here he comes. Here he comes.
I don't want to like get to a point where I have to like wear like disguises to go out. So
yeah, hey, I'll give you a disguise, dude. You can wear Bad Axe Bourbon stuff.
Are you Bobby? You're Bobby, right?
Are you Sean? Bad Axe Sean? What? I'm confused. What are you?
What's happening?
Are you Bad Axe Sean? What's going on?
Is this an alternate universe?
Yeah, bizarro world, right? Hey, I want to shout out old humble distilling company real quick. Hey, he said today he opened up discussions about getting your whiskeys into California. Right on, man. I cannot wait to get some of that brown juice over here, man.
Can we get your whiskeys into Kentucky? That'd also be good.
Yeah, right. Hey, well,
Kentucky does exist.
Let's figure out California first, and then you just spread out, right?
That is a bigger market, to be fair, so that makes sense. Yeah.
You know what? I didn't realize. I mean, I know California's big, you know, blah 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 blah, and even though I want to leave, all the stuff that we get here, we get too much crap. And that's why everything's always inflated. Everything costs so much. Of course, Kentucky's on the list, man. It's got to be on the list.
But, you know, so now your gas is outrageous, for sure. But your whiskey prices are cheaper than ours a lot. I mean, I talk to Charles all the time. And so your whiskey prices are cheaper than ours a lot of the time. I would say about 70% of the time, you guys are cheaper than us. Which is, I don't know how you can ship it across the country and it be cheaper, but that's happening somehow.
It must be a volume thing, right?
It's got to be.
Volume they buy it in.
Yeah.
Hey, old humble distilling. I got 20 minutes. And if I can get to 5 or 6 total wines in a matter of within an hour. For sure. Oh, hey, man, someone's messing with you, Sean. I think Sean could be a donut operator's younger brother.
I don't even know what that means. Like I read that and I was like, I don't even know. I don't even know what he's trying to say there.
I don't either, but
I
it's
don't know
funny.
if I don't know. Like I don't even know how to take it. Like I don't know if it's an insult. I don't know if it's good. I have no idea how to take that comment. So. I was like, okay, dude. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Hey. That I don't know either, but it just reads funny.
Yeah, I mean, I really like Krispy Kreme. I saw them make donuts. That's pretty awesome. I could do that probably.
Right. Oh my gosh, Krispy Kreme, the glaze right off of the rack, right off of the belt. Oh man,
yeah, man.
There's not much to compares to that. That is good, man.
So really back in Orlando, there was a Krispy Kreme that still, did that thing. You could pull them right off the line. And so that was like a Saturday morning tradition. We went to Krispy Kreme and we all got a donut and coffee. Oh, great memories. I don't
think I could do a donut and coffee. I've always got to have like 4 or 5 donuts, dude. I just can't stop. It's almost like French fries. Unless I got like an apple fritter, dude, and just the edges of the apple fritter just nice and crispy, full of sugar, Oh, a donut operator. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. We're highlighting that one right now. A donut operator is an ex-cop who is shooting a video breakdowns. You would love it.
I'll have to check that out, AZ.
All right. At least we got an explanation. Yeah, I'm close to Total Wines.
So, AZ, since you're here, I bought a new bottle of 46 just for you. I feel like there is a difference. I think you might be onto something. It feels younger. I got an old one behind me, so I'll have to do a comparison. Bobby, are you a Maker's 46 fan generally? Do you drink much of it?
I have it. If I'm going to drink Makers, that's where I'm going to start. I don't really like anything less than 46.
I'm with you.
The Cask is decent, and the 101 is pretty good. I like the 46. It doesn't taste like regular Makers. I know all the mash bills the same, but it's definitely a step up.
Definitely
a step up.
Yeah, Makers is a little bit cherry NyQuil.
Yeah.
So.
yeah, I agree. I agree with that. All right, Hanging AZ in Texas, yes. Oh, that's right. You're in Texas. Yeah, you're in Texas. There's 28 Total Wines in California. Have contacts with Fred. Okay, Fred Mick, I'm going to try to work with him launching in Cali and move. Oh, well, he's the guy to work with because he's on the end caps at most of Total Wines right now. He's got a deal going with Total Wine. Yeah, if you can get in with Fred Minnick and get that into Total Wine, man, you do what you got to do, man. Get that sucker out there. Get that stuff out there. That's an actual dude he's talking about. I didn't realize that.
See, the thing is, outside of Whiskey Tube and like NBA stuff, I don't really watch YouTube, so I don't know about any big YouTubers.
Okay. Yeah. I just thought I was referring to cops are donut operators.
Yeah, that's. I just thought I thought he was calling me a donut operator. I'm like, I don't even know what that even means. Like, I don't. I could be. I guess I don't know. Maybe it's a skill I have.
Yeah, he's right. Peter White said it did come dead last in my Weeder blind. You are absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct.
It's okay. We love Bobby anyway.
But no. It's still drinkable, though. I mean, I like most weeded whiskey, so that just happened to be get last that day.
But what was your Weeder blind that was in? I can't remember the lineup.
That was man. That was a whole week ago, dude.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
He's trying to, man. I got a 51-year-old brain, dude.
Hey, later, old Humble Distilling.
Right. So it had Weller Special Reserve in there. I had the Rebel Distillers Collection. Maker's 46. I had one more. I only had 4. I had one more. You know, I have a picture of it.
Rebel Distillers Collection beating it makes sense. Like that's a solid bottle.
Yeah, that is a delicious bottle for sure. I got it here somewhere. Oh, that's not it. That's today's. I've got it in here. Got a picture of it. Oh nope, that's a whole lineup of Corbin Cash.
So while Bobby's looking that up, so AZ, what I'm going to say is, so another thing I noticed is that on the front it says Bill's recipe. The old bottle does not say that. I don't know if. I mean, I don't know if that's just marketing, but like I feel like the original Samuels was not Bill. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just speculating, and that could be full of crap. But either way, this does taste hotter and younger than the old 46. So I feel like the new bottle. What came with the new bottle is younger whiskey.
We go here.
That's the way my palate perceives it. So
live.
It does say Bill's recipe. Yeah.
Okay. Here's what they were. They're Maker's 46 Old Elk Wheated Bourbon, 1792 Sweet Wheat, and Weller's Special Reserve.
Okay.
Those are the four that were in it. And I mean, four.
Now, Bobby, did you have this bottle or the old bottle?
I got the old bottle with the with it printed on the label.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Printed on the bottle. Sorry, with it printed on the bottle.
Yeah. So that one.
Old Elk. Okay. I didn't even have to. All I had to do was look up, and Peter White had it up there.
Yeah. So this
that's
guy.
That's
here.
what I had. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, like this is the bottle I love. I'm gonna have to do a 1-to-1, which my palate's too blown out to do it right now. But like on fresh palate, I'm gonna have to compare them because this does feel sharper and hotter and younger on the palate. So, but I mean, it feels like that's kind of the way that a lot of distilleries are going. They rebottle things in a new bottle and it gets younger. Like it seems like Wild Turkey did that. Of course, they didn't rebottle, but the new batch of E.H. Taylor tastes younger and hotter and just not as refined. The small batch, I mean.
Right.
I feel like there's somebody else that I can't think right now. But
so
anyway,
if I did all those, I have a feeling I get my brain. I'm sure like everybody else. Because I knew what they were when I was Oh no, it was a blind. It was a blind, huh? Crap.
Bill must have been the dude with the oak staves.
Who the frig is Bill? Who is Bill?
Nobody knows. Like, okay, so like the Samuels family started makers, but like from my recollection, and granted I'm a few drinks in, but I don't feel like Bill Samuels is the original. So it was him and his wife that basically created Maker's Mark. Like the wife is the one that came up with the wax top. Like if we weren't for Miss Samuels, we wouldn't have the wax top. So, but Bill does not sound like the Mr. Samuels that made Makers.
Right.
So I don't know who Bill is. I'm guessing that's like a grandson, great grandson, something like that.
The thing about blinds, I'm sure you will agree, unless you drink something a lot and you just know what it is, man. I mean, any given Sunday, man, it could have next week that Maker's 46 could come out first for me. You know, unless I know exactly what they taste like, and like like this, I know what this is. I'll be able to pick that out pretty closely.
We're doing it
because I drink it a lot. I don't drink Maker's 46 a lot. I don't drink. You know, the one that I drink the most out of the ones that I had was the Old Elk wheated bourbon. So and actually, the wheated whiskey is what I drink most of out of that stuff. But I didn't have that out then.
I want to point out. Look at this tiny little tab I'm supposed to grab. Well, think of the camera. Can you see that there?
Yeah.
Like.
Barely.
Like, I mean, it's smaller than normal. Like I have giant fingers, so this is a challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna miss this bottle though. I do not like the new bottle at all.
Hey, you're opening a brand new bottle. Hey, I'm doing the same thing, Sean. I'm gonna crack open this 1917
Let's get it, man.
Corbin Cash, brother. This rye.
That's another one I want to get some of. Is the Corbin Cash.
Man, I'll send you some, man. If you
nice
give me an address to send stuff to, I'll send you some, man. I can't talk about this stuff enough, man.
Yeah.
This is what got me into Corbin Cash right here.
No, I mean I've seen you rave about the Corbin Cash stuff a few times now, so I'm pretty interested in getting some.
It's good stuff, man. I mean, and they're small and local, and it's really good. So I mean, that gets me excited about talking about them. It's a great product, and it's local to me. So yeah, I really want to pump them up. You know, I just signed something today about them distributing outside of California.
So now this isn't super scientific. I cracked this bottle 2 days ago, and this is my second pour out of it. And this is fresh crack. So, you know, whatever. But let me roll it around the glass here a little bit.
Cheers, Lilith.
Hey, Lil, how we doing? Cannot wait for September, Lil. I'm super excited.
What you got going on in September?
No, so Lil and Chris are coming to the States in September. Supposed to be here in Kentucky. And so the plan is me, Ben, Paul, who else? Like a bunch of other Whiskey Tube folks are going to be meeting up in Kentucky. And I can't wait. It's going to be a blast.
That is cool. So she's coming to the States. Where is she? Where are you, Lilith?
So Lil and Chris are in Australia.
Oh, okay. On other platforms, I know a few people from Australia that I mix up with.
Yeah, so they're on Scotch Down Under pretty often. They're on what the heck? I've drank too much. He's been on my channel, like on live streams. Something in the West, Whiskey in the West, right? Whiskey in the West.
Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman.
I'm not quite that big.
Yeah. That's the Australian guy you're looking for, right? Hugh Jackman.
I can't think of his name either right now. I'm terrible. If he sees these, he's going to give me so much crap.
What's the guy's name? The singer from Men at Work.
No, I don't do Vegas, AZ. Like I have no desire to go to Vegas. Like it doesn't appeal to me at all. Like the younger Sean would go to Vegas, but this Sean has no need to go to Vegas. Simon, yes, Simon, exactly, Simon. I hope he doesn't see this, or else Simon's going to give me so much crap.
Simon.
Whiskey
in the West is another channel. I don't think I follow that channel. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah. No, Simon's a good dude. Yeah. Simon does quite possibly the longest amount of live streams continuously in a row of any human ever. So there was a day he was on with like two people before me. Then he was on with me. And then he was on with either Cheech or Vic. And then he did his own stream after that for like 6 hours.
Woo! Man, he's got a lot to say.
And drinking the whole time. Yeah, Simon's a beast.
Oh, man. Hopefully he got some water mixed up in there. Whoa.
Yeah, I would not want to try and outdrink Simon. Simon can seriously drink.
Hey, so this is what I got to get go. Well, I need some how to do this from you, Sean. How to get the mods going and the bots going and all that stuff. So this stuff can just happen automatic. So I'd love to drop everyone's link in here that's got a channel.
Okay, so
I'm not there yet.
I got you. So I'm just looking through chat. AZ, as much as I love him, he won't mod. I mean, he is a mod on my channel, but he won't do anything. I love the guy, but you know, he knows. Woods is a good mod.
Right.
Yeah, trying to look through.
Good mod.
If Sugar Kitty is ever here, fantastic mod. Love that guy. And just like also Sugar Kitty and Woods are a wealth of information when it comes to whiskey. So if you have whiskey questions, like if you don't know a mash bill or where something is sourced from, they know. If Cheech is ever here, Cheech is a phenomenal mod. Cheech is like the godfather of mods.
I love that.
So yeah, so Cheech is fantastic. If there's other people that like modding or are good at it, just raise your hand. There's a lot of people that just want to chill and chat, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's completely cool. Hey, right on. That's what we're really supposed to be here for.
Because AZ is my dude, so I'm not putting AZ down at all. It's just he doesn't want to mod. That's okay, no problem with that. I enjoy chatting with him plenty, so I love when AZ's in chat. Yes, Woods is the bot slayer for sure.
I don't know that AZ has been the first one in my chat, maybe all but one time.
AZ. I just mod. Okay, so Lil is saying she'll mod. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, and I've never had Lil mod for me, but I'm sure she does a great job because she's always on Whiskey Tube, so I'm sure she knows what she's doing.
So then my next question is, how do I make her a mod? That's
okay.
where I am, right?
So go on your live stream on YouTube, and then just select the 3 dots next to her name, and you should be able to assign her as a moderator.
Okay. Oh, so I can click up here where it has a check mark because I'm on StreamYard.
So go to it on. You have to go to it on YouTube.
Okay, got it. You're in
live.
live.
So actually, bring up your live on YouTube.
You on YouTube, got it. Continue to YouTube.
Bring up your live on YouTube.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Just mute it, or else we're gonna get feedback.
All right. Let's go ahead and hit this.
All right. Oh, got it. Just mute it, or else we're gonna get feedback.
I'm trying to see how to mute it.
And I mean, obviously, I will mod. I'm not great at it. I'm pretty good at killing bots, but I'm not great at sharing links because I'm just technology challenged. Oh, look at this. We got Chris talking shit about Simon.
Well, where's the mute on this thing?
Oh, so down at the bottom, kind of leftish on YouTube, there should be a microphone looking speaker.
Got it. Okay, got it.
So there you go. Ken probably is, honestly. He is the king of law. I don't think anybody else has done a 24-hour stream successfully. Yeah. I don't think anybody else has done a 24-hour stream successfully. It doesn't sound like you're muted yet, Bobby.
No, see, I muted it, but then I couldn't hear you at all. Actually,
it doesn't sound like you're muted yet. So are you muting on YouTube or StreamYard? If you just mute YouTube, you won't you'll still be able to hear me through StreamYard. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, all right, cool.
Gotcha. Okay, so now I got Hanging AZ's got a wrench by him, and
yeah, I mean, so I hand out wrenches to anybody I can trust. Like I know AZ's not going to say something stupid, so he's a wrench on my channel as well. Regardless of how much he actually moderates, I know AZ's not going to do anything stupid. So, I'm sure Lil is a fantastic mod. So, yeah.
So okay, so you got the 3 dots. That's where I'm going. No, that's it. That's reporting. Let me see here. The only one that's got a wrench is Hanging AZ. And I don't even know how he got that, to be honest.
Well, you had to have done it at some point.
Yeah, I just didn't know how I did it. It was a total accident.
So Chris agrees that Lil is not too bad. So, so
go ahead.
So I mean, I try to be here as often as I can. So if you want to mod me, I'll do the best I can with that. Sharing the stuff you want to get out there. But I'm sure Lil will probably do a better job than me. So like I said, there should be 3 dots next to their name.
So there's 3 dots next to their name, but when I click on her 3 dots, it says report or block.
Okay. Go to the top then of your chat. Maybe it's those three dots. Maybe I'm wrong. So there's a bar at at the top of chat.
Oh, got it. Top says top chat.
And there you should be able to something like
participants pop out chat. Okay, participants, I guess, right?
There should be something to like I'm not in the menu right now because I'm not doing a live, so I can't think how it's worded, but it should say something about moderators.
Let's see here. So I got participants, and I got people that are in the chat, and he's the one that's got a wrench. So, I'll have to, let me see, look up Lilith, copy, print, services, open up music, turn finder. Yeah. I'll figure it out. But I guess
I'm sorry I'm not more helpful, Bob.
No. It's okay, man.
This is about how helpful I am as a mod as well. So.
That's good, man. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But yeah, we continue talking about whiskey and all that, and I'll figure it out. But on the next time we come on, I won't have to do it while we're on chat.
No, hey, bro, this is the same way I did stuff when I was first kind of figuring things out. It's fine. we all understand what it is.
Right. Yeah, man. Let me see here. What is that? Edit, print.
That's true. That's a good point, Woods. Hanging did time out Cohen, which I believe, like, if you're a decent mod, you've probably timed out Cohen at some point. There's probably been some instance where you had to time out Cohen at some point in your modding career. It's just part of the job. No, me and Cohen have a strange relationship because, like, on the one hand, there's been times where I wanted to fly across the country and just murder his family, and then there's other times I'm like, okay, this guy's all right. He's pretty cool. So it's there's a back and forth.
Okay, so what's the star?
Star.
So if I click on her name, there's a star I can click.
That doesn't feel like the mod thing. See, I'm not I'm going to do this. I'm going to start a live stream that no one will join. And I'm going to figure this out.
Hey, everybody. Don't leave this and go to Sean's.
Yeah, please don't, because this is not a real stream.
That would be hilarious, dude. That would be so funny.
I'm just going to type out some crap in the description. Great broadcast. No one join the stream, please.
Oh, dude, that would be hilarious.
This is going to be the worst stream in the history of streams. All right. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, I need to figure the bot thing out too, so I can have it just on the link. Just
my issue is I can't remember anything. So
that's right. You did say that. You've mentioned that before.
Oh yeah. So like I know I've done this. I just can't remember how I did it. So let me search myself so I can find my fake stream.
Chris Tats, welcome to the stream, my brother.
Okay.
Hang on, we're figuring stuff out.
Actually, if somebody could just anybody could chat on my fake stream. It doesn't matter who. Just anybody throw a chat up, so that way there's somebody there. Oh, okay. Well, actually, all right. No, you don't have to. So, Bobby, the thing that says top chat, it just says top chat at the top of your chat. When you click the three dots, the first option should be manage moderators. That's what it says.
It's not. Oh, let me do something here.
So, if you're on, you have to be on YouTube.
I'm on YouTube.
Okay, so very top of your chat, like above everybody chatting, there's a little box that says top chat.
Right.
And then when you click the three dots, yeah, there you go. So Woods threw something in there.
See here.
Yeah. So he's already a moderator, but if I wanted to, I could remove him as a moderator when I click the 3 dots next to his name. So I assume if you click the 3 dots next to somebody's name, you should be able to add them as a moderator if they're not one.
What I've got here. It says participants, pop out chat, toggle timestamps, and send feedback. That's all I've got. When I click those 3 dots, that where the bar says live chat or top chat, right?
That's really strange. I don't know what's going on that you're not getting the full menu.
Maybe you need 900 followers, 900 subscribers.
I don't think because I mean, I guess it could be a sub thing, but like
maybe they're thinking, yeah, man, you don't have enough people. Don't worry about it.
So, like, I'm trying to remember when I added mods, because you do get some additional features on YouTube when you get to 500, but I don't feel like that's one of them.
Maybe I'm almost to 300. If you just want to help me get to 300, we'll see if that changes anything. I'm almost there.
Like I said, I don't.
Yeah.
So you're going down through the chat and going next to a comment and hitting those 3 dots, and you're not getting anything.
Not getting anything. When I click on the 3 dots next to someone's name, I don't know how Hanging AZ got that wrench. And even when I click on him, it says a report or block. I don't even know how he got it.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe he was first in chat. Maybe that's all I can think of.
No, I mean, you have to assign mods. Like, that's something only you can do. Man, Bobby, I don't know what else to say. Like,
that's all right, man. I'll figure it out. It's not like I really need one right this minute, but I would like to get it figured out by next chat.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Live stream or two. I'll get it figured out.
But either way, it's always the 3 dots. That's where your menu is.
Okay.
So I don't know why it's not coming up right now, but that's definitely where it is. So you can either do it from top of chat, or you can do it on the individual's name. Either way, it's the 3 dots is what brings it up.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening that's not doing that right now, but anyway.
All good.
But
I'll figure it out, man.
Back to whiskey.
Back to whiskey, people. Back to whiskey. Finally, back to whiskey. Now that we haven't figured anything out, back to whiskey.
Yeah.
Now we wasted all your time. Back to whiskey.
Yeah, AZ, this is a completely different experience. Like, my palate's basically done. I'm like 6 bourbons in, but even still, like, because I just had the new bottle. And even so, usually your neck pour is the worst part of the bottle. And even still, this is, now I know where this has been. I bought this off a shelf that's been sitting on the shelf for a year and a half. So this is not even like the last of the old bottles. It's back away. I knew where it was. I bought it because I knew it was an old bottle, like an old bottle, and totally different. Like, this absolutely is younger. Like, now I know for certain this is a younger. Yeah.
Right on. Hey, I got Chris Tats in here. I don't think I've ever seen Chris Tats. Thanks for jumping in, brother. Appreciate it. Handy Manny, I know who you are, man. He lives in my hometown. Thanks for jumping in. You on duty, brother? If you are, man, thanks for I won't tell anybody. And 60 hertz. Man, I don't think I've ever seen you either. I appreciate you guys jumping in here. Even if you're here for Sean, I appreciate it.
Hey, if I can bring somebody over to your channel, Bobby, then I did my job. So I'm happy.
You know what? I appreciate that. I feel the same way. If I can help anybody out, get subs, get followers, man, I'm in it to win it. I got new people in here. It's time to bring the axe out again.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Let's
this
get
is
it.
gonna be Fat Eggs. Here we go.
Look at those wood
Chips
chips
everywhere.
fly. Oh yeah.
In my glass for sure. Here we go. Woo! Oh man, that gets me pumped up, man.
Hey, so this is new to me, Bobby. This is the first time I've seen somebody from Facebook like in chat on StreamYard. Like normally I can't see them.
It's cool.
So that's
huh?
kind of cool.
Dude, that's why. I mean, at one point I had people from Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook all in here at the same time, seeing the whole chat. That's cool, man. I like that.
You gotta teach me in the ways of this multi thingamajig.
It's super easy, dude. When you go to create your stream, you just click on Facebook and you whatever you want it to broadcast. Don't just click the YouTube. Click the Facebook, Twitch, whatever you have.
Gotcha.
People in and what you want them to see. But I'd also like to figure out what Instagram and TikTok what their key codes or whatever they are because you can manually put them in. It could include them too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have the most followers on TikTok.
Oh,
TikTok
okay.
and then Instagram, the two places where I'm trying to get people to come here and Twitch.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like, Bobby, as much as I hate this, and like it's so anti everything I am, it feels like the TikTok, Instagram crowd that's the crowd now. Like that's where social media is kind of blowing up.
Yeah.
And I mean, me and you have talked about this before. I don't like the short form of this kind of media.
Yeah.
I fought it for a long time. I know that that's what's doing well. I'm aware that shorts do well. It's just I don't really like that format. I don't like the
We're old school.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly.
We like conversation.
I like the horizontal rather than the vertical kind of frame.
Here. That's why I like this and Twitch the best.
And plus, like, I want more of a conversation rather than just this real quick.
Whoa!
Hey, but I mean, to be fair, man, you have adapted really well. Like you're doing really well with the shorts, so that's great.
Hey, you know what? You know how that happened? Because at first I was only on YouTube, and it is slow growing on YouTube, man. It's because it's a search engine. You guys specifically be looking for stuff, or you're not going to find them. It's not like TikTok and Instagram where it's like boom, 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 boom. It was so. I started TikTok later than anything. And this isn't a lot for TikTok. I got like 3,800 followers on TikTok. And that's not a lot, though. So, I mean, on here, this is where I want people to be, here in Twitch. I got almost, I mean, you probably have more people on me on Instagram. I got almost 1,000 on Instagram. It's kind of, it's slower growing on Instagram, too. But YouTube is like the slowest growing of them all, it feels like.
Bobby, I'm going to tell you straight up. Outside of YouTube, I'm incredibly lazy. I do nothing on almost any other platforms.
Yeah.
I need to. I probably should, but I don't do any. Like YouTube that's been the only thing I focus on. And
those are the farming. YouTube or TikTok and Instagram are farming. I want to farm that to get over to here. And,
well, I mean, so I'm curious how that works out. Like, I'm watching guys like you to see, if that is a viable option, because I know you've mentioned before that you're doing really well on Instagram and TikTok. And so I'm curious if you can move them over.
I have moved a few over, but it's that, and that good or bad stuff that I do, those short videos, that happened completely by accident. And that's what blew up. I was like, crap, I need something I ran out of stuff to edit. I'm like, I just need something real quick. I don't have time to go through the whole review, and I'll just say whether it's good or bad. And if it's crap, I'm going to talk crap about it. If it's good, I'm going to say it's good, and I get all this stuff. It's delicious. dude. As soon as honestly,
I'm laughing at Chris's
notes
comment.
and stuff tastes like crap, all of a sudden, boom, thousands of views, thousands and thousands. I'm like, it's the stuff you don't put any work into that gets all these views. And that's frustrating.
Well, I mean, so here's the thing, Bobby, and this is what kills me. I know what would make money. Like if you watch TikTok or Instagram at all, you can see the kind of content that does well. The problem is that kind of content pisses me off. So I can't do it. Like it like kills my soul. Now, what you're doing is still whiskey content, so I'm fine with it. So I will watch it. But I mean, if my goal was to make money, I know how I could do it because it's simple. You don't have to. There's no thought involved. Dude. You could just do shots of stupid crap, and you'd make a killing. You know, just like I'm going to try this mixed with hot sauce, and then you'll get a million views. You know,
in your eyeball.
Yeah, I'm going to pour whiskey into my nose, and then you'll get a million. You know, so if you want to do that kind of stupid crap, then you could make a lot of money really fast.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do that because I think it's just idiocy, and I don't know. Yeah, Sean does enjoy it.
In the woods, the most whiskey action seems to be on Facebook, but who wants to mess with that stuff? Not me.
Well, right? I mean, so to be fair, I post. I mean, I feel like some people have found me through Facebook because that's where I post my reviews all the time. I post them on all of. Basically, I've just hoard out all of the Facebook whiskey pages as my personal review sites. Like the dog's upset. Like if they will allow me to post my review, I do it. There's like a dozen and a half pages, I should say, that I just post stuff to. So yeah, it helps some. Honestly, it doesn't help as much as you would think.
And to be Facebook's been around the longest, right? So there's people there, especially the older generation. They're dug in. Yeah. They're not going to TikTok. There's some of us that want to do what we're doing, but if you're just there for social media to talk to somebody or whatever, those people are still on Facebook.
But see, that's exactly why I focused on Facebook, because I knew it was an older crowd. I'm not going off after the teenagers and the teens and like the mid-20s. I'm not going after that crowd because they're not buying whiskey the way we're buying whiskey.
No.
They're going to buy
and Screwball.
Exactly. So they don't even, like, my channel doesn't even make sense to them. They're like, why aren't we doing shots? Why aren't we like doing shots of Jaeger, man? Let's do shots of Jaeger.
So that's exactly why I had Parker was on here with me in that video yesterday morning, right?
Yeah.
He's the younger crowd. He wants to, learn, but that's his palate. He's still young. He's only 21. So I knew he wasn't going to like it.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see his reaction. He's talking about fertilizer. What is great?
It's not that bad.
We had so much fun though, because I was saying what I was saying and he was reacting as I was saying. We couldn't have timed it any better. It was all real. The timing was the timing. Right. It was perfect, man. I was watching it and laughing, dude. And I shot it. It was funny. It was fun.
Hey, there's one last thing on the 46. AZ, if you can find this bottle still, find it. It'll change your life. Like, honestly, I'm really sad now because this bottle's not worth buying anymore.
So the new label's not good enough? Not good?
No. I mean, as far as I can tell, and I compared them back to back. There was nothing in between. I finished the new 46 and went straight to the old. And it tastes significantly older. So what I'm guessing has happened is that 46, when they rebranded and went with the new bottle, they reduced the age of what they were putting in the bottle. Right. So it tastes hotter. It tastes less refined. It tastes less. So you're not getting the darker notes that you get in this
So it's a
this
lot
bottle
younger
here.
tasting.
Yeah.
So,
Which, I mean, but that's just the way I keep seeing that. Like
they got to pump. They got to pump more of it out, right? So they got to get younger if they're going to pump more of it out. That's and that's where I would like we were talking about earlier, like to see if you're right, it taking a downturn, because then they're not going to do that as much anymore. I don't think. What would be the reason for it? They wouldn't have to put as much out.
I mean, you know, here's the thing. In some ways, I would be happy if the bubble just completely bursts and all the taters lose interest in bourbon, and it's just the hardcore fans. Which is, let's be fair, the people that are in this stream, those are the hardcore whiskey fans, because only the most So there's like different groups. There's the Facebook Reddit crowd, right? And they're kind of just getting into bourbon, right? So, and then some of them will fall off after they realize it's expensive, or, you know, whatever the thing. And then if they're really interested, then they're going to keep pursuing it through Facebook and Reddit. Yeah. And then if they're really, really interested, then they get into YouTube. And then they start watching reviews. Mm-hmm. And then they say, okay, there's all these different notes and stuff. And okay, so what else can I find? And at this point, maybe they have a dozen bottles, let's say. And then once they get into the YouTube world, then they start. Then it's going to go one of two ways. It's either this is too much for me, I'm just going to stick with my 12 bottles, or you're going to get deep, like me and you and all the guys and girls in this chat have done. And then you have, you know, a couple hundred bottles. And so then when you're in that crowd, then there's like this even more hyper interested group, and that's your live group. And that's why live groups are generally 40, 50 or less. Yeah. Because you're talking about people that are hyper interested in whiskey. Yeah. This is not your regular people. Right. Yeah,
we're all jacked up. We're not regular.
Right? Yeah, we really we love whiskey more than basically our spouses. So
yeah, right. All right, here, Woods. Wheated whiskey needs more age than regular bourbon and high rye bourbon proof too. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, that's really disappointing, because the old 46 was one of my favorite bottles, and the new one's just not. It's not getting it. I wonder if there's a color difference. I don't know. I don't know if is that noticeable? I feel like I can see it, but just slightly.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little. I can see it just a little bit.
So it's a little. Well, it kind of depends on the angle. No, I think still you can still see that the old bottle's darker. Can you see that?
Yeah, the one on the left, on my left, looks, and your right hand looks like it's a little lighter.
Yeah, see, this has
new bottle. The new bottle looks a little lighter.
Yeah, this has the label wrapped around it, so that kind of helps. This has much less on it, so you see much more of the bourbon, and you can tell it's a little darker. It's not. Oh, okay, we lost focus. Yeah, that sucks, because I mean, so that was in my final four of bourbons under $40.
Okay.
The old 46.
Right.
So.
Yeah, definitely different color. So have you had more than one bottle of the new with the label on it, the paper label?
I have not. I bought this just because AZ had some reservations about it. He was not sure it was a great bourbon. I was like, really? Because I love 46. So, but then I got to talking with him, and he was like, well, I have the new bottle. So I was like, okay, because there's plenty of the old bottles sitting around, and I'd planned on buying them all up.
Yeah, right.
But and mainly just because of bottle design. I wasn't even sure that. I wasn't even sure that anything had changed. I just wanted the old bottle. But then when he said that, I was like, okay, well, maybe something's different. So I bought one 3 days ago, cracked it yesterday. And on the first crack, it's hard to tell because there's the neck pour thing. But then today, Like it's especially comparing them back to back. It's not the same. It's not the same thing.
I hate that, man. Why they got to mess with stuff? They put a good product out, and if people like it, why would you change it? Well, I know everyone knows why. Money.
Yeah.
That's the only reason ever, right? Money, profit.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely. And two, again, going back to what I was just saying, I don't know how many people are. What do we got here?
Can you see those wood chip, the splinters?
Oh yeah, man. You got some chunks in there. It's chunky.
I can't even drink that. It's too big. It's gonna go. I'm gonna pour this into my axle.
There you go. There you go. Right in the axle.
Pulling a axle.
Bobby is pulling a Steve-O here, right into the axle.
I gotta soak the axle. Gotta moisten it up. Right.
Anyway. Yeah. So I think a lot of it too is that 46 is still kind of on the budget range. So I think Makers feels like they can get away with it.
Yeah, you can do whatever.
Because they feel like, well, okay, most people are going to mix this anyway. They won't know the difference.
I don't think they realized how much people were going to like it, because it is pretty good. Even though it got 4th out of 4 for me, blind. But I mean, that was, look what it was up against. There you go. Come on.
I got to say, Bobby, I'm surprised that Weller's Special Reserve beat this. I mean, the old bottle. The new bottle, I feel like it would be really close. But the old bottle, like that has a special place in my heart. So I really love that bottle. But
it wasn't in last place, if I remember correctly, until the way back, right? And
gotcha.
I went one way, then I went back. I'm like,
and see, that's the other thing is that blinds they're not really scientific. Like I've had conversations. So I mean, when I was doing my best under 40, Woodford Reserve, just standard Woodford, finished like 4th out of, I don't even know how many bourbons. It was like 30-ish bourbons that I put in total. Woo! And the thing is I know, like based on all the drinking I've done, that's not my 4th favorite bourbon under 40.
Right.
So it's not really science. It's mediocre science. It's not. Yeah. So it is what it is. Like in some ways you kind of find what your favorite is, but in other ways it's kind of like just what's not the most off-putting thing or whatever.
Right.
So I mean, no, not that. Where is it?
Getting crazy. Moist axles in here.
Like, so as you can tell, because it's almost gone, this is one of my favorite bottles, which is the Ezra Brooks.
Is that Ezra Brooks? Yeah.
Like, I love that bottle, but it does terrible in blinds because there's a lot of kind of, I mean, when you drink it by itself, it doesn't come off as bitter tannic oak. But when you put it up against other stuff, that's what you notice. And so it becomes off-putting in a blind, but on its own, it's fantastic. So, yeah, blinds are kind of whatever.
Yeah, it is.
It's sort of helpful.
But if you don't do a blind, people think you're just biased, right? I'm like, well, I am biased. I have them all. Right?
Yeah.
And if you have so many of them, I mean,
you can't just be like, well, trust me.
yeah, just trust me. I'm drinking as a profession. Just trust me.
Honestly, we are though. I mean, that's not bullshit. We are actually drinking as a profession.
Yeah.
So
if anyone's giving you a bottle and you've had it on here, you're drinking as a profession, right?
I mean,
if anyone's giving you anything on Cash App, you're drinking as a profession.
Yeah, not that we should brag about this, but no. I feel like there's very few people that drink more whiskey as often as I do, which is probably terrible for my liver, but I'm just guessing that, I mean, outside of Whiskey Tube, there's very few people that have the whiskey experience that we do. So
doubt it.
You can take it wherever you want, but just know that we kind of know a thing or two about whiskey. It's not, we're just not just spitting it, out of our ass here. It's,
Yeah.
There's a little bit of knowledge behind it. So,
and you ever gotten irritated when someone's just talking about whatever whiskey,
oh,
and you're not part of the conversation, you're just listening to it, and you're like,
Facebook is the worst. Facebook
oh,
infuriates me.
dude. I mean, even in a bar or a whiskey club somewhere, and you just hear people talking about it, and they're just going all, and they're just saying all the staple points, like,
well, you know, until you've tried Weller Antique 107, you haven't tried anything.
Yeah.
Like,
what? The best you've tried, you haven't tried anything.
Right? You're right.
That's your knowledge. Believe me, and I'm still new at this. So, I mean, but even I'll go in and I'm just start listening to these people just talk, just trying to sound important. I'm like, dude, just shut up and drink your whiskey.
I mean, you know, so it's weird because there's like fanboys in whiskey.
Yes.
Just like sports and everything. And so like you have your Weller group and you have your 101 group, and there's like this weird kind of off to the side Bullet group that they pop in occasionally, like, oh, Bullet's the best thing ever. You know, and then there's the Buffalo Trace crowd. They're like, oh, you know, if you don't not drinking Buffalo Trace, then you're drinking crap.
Most of them don't even know that it's owned by Sazerac, right?
Yeah, it's the same parent company as Weller. Yeah, even though it's not a wheat and mash bill, but it's the same parent company.
Right. They don't even know that they're related. Right.
Yeah.
Or that's Benchmark. No, Benchmark. What's this? Hey, Buffalo Trace guy.
You know, so
Benchmark 8.
I've posted multiple polls on Facebook just because, you know, I just wanted to see how they'd turn out. And when you ask people what the greatest single barrel is, basically unanimously, it's Jack Daniel's single barrel.
What?
And it's only because that's the brand that people know. It's not because it's the best. It is nothing. It's just that's the brand that people know. So it's got to be Jack Daniel's single barrel. That's got to be the one.
That's the one I know.
Yeah.
Hey, and then when people are talking about, we'll just stay on the single barrel topic. They start talking about single barrels, and they'll say, "Hey, the Blanton's single barrel." If they say single barrel after Blanton's, you're like, come on, man.
That's the only one that exists that you've seen. So yeah.
It is. You don't have to say single barrel after Blanton's. Yeah. It's the OG. And if you know anything about anything, even about Buffalo Trace, you know that's a single barrel. It's just it. Yeah. You don't have to say Blanton single barrel.
Well, I mean, and sure, other Blantons exist, but most people don't even know that. So
right. Yeah. Right. So, they're not going to. Nobody says Blanton single barrel. Unless you're just super, I just got into this, which is fine. But if they're trying to sound like they're educated about it and they say that, you're like, get out here, dude. You know, and I'm still a noob, and I'll be saying, get out here, dude. Or that's when you engage in conversation and see how far they take it.
You know, so there is okay, I'm trying to be careful here. There's a person in the community that's that way. I've been associated with him. You may have seen it. And so what's interesting is that this person thinks that they have a fresh take on this stuff. And, you know, okay, as you were just pointing out, Bobby, there's nothing wrong with being new to whiskey.
No.
My issue, and I think yours as well, and probably most of the people that are watching right now, issue is when you've tried a few dozen bottles and you feel like you know everything there is to know about whiskey. That's when it becomes, okay, you're just being a douchebag because
let's get rid of douchebags. That's it.
Yeah, because you don't know that much, and yet you're trying to tell everybody what they should be drinking. And then you're also crapping on other bottles that are well-known bottles that everybody knows are good, but you're like, oh no, don't drink that trash. You need to drink this because I just found this, and this is the best thing ever.
Yeah. And the internet says it's good.
Yeah. I was on Reddit, and this was voted the best bottle ever. So, yeah. When you run into that guy, you're like, okay, cool, man. I wish you luck.
Yeah. Hey, I haven't. I've only had one of the benchmark series, just a regular benchmark 8. I haven't had the full proof. There's like a line of what, 6 or 8 of those things. There's a
So
whole
yeah, okay. So there's the single barrel. There's the something floor, top floor. Is that right?
right.
Full proof, small batch, and then the standard. So 5. I guess there's 5.
Yeah, there's a
Maybe I'm
bunch
missing.
of them.
Maybe I'm missing one.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, there's a whole line. But I'm with Woods. I think the full proof is the best of the bunch. A lot of people. Okay, so this is a personal thing, and maybe I'm wrong, but a lot of people are like, "Oh no, the single barrel's the best." And I feel like that's people that really like Blanton's, and they're like, "Oh, another single barrel. Okay, I can try this. I can try this at a cheaper price."
This is out of one barrel.
Yeah. And okay, I get that. Okay, this is a single barrel, so it's a unique experience and all that stuff. I don't like that. I don't. Okay, sure, it's a unique experience, but it's also crap about 7 out of 10 times. So, I want something.
Right.
I want something that's consistently good, and bonded. Okay, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the other one. There is the benchmark bonded. So there is 6. And the full proof, because it's not a single barrel, it's a batch product. The full proof is consistently good. Yeah, so it's good stuff. And it's like 125 for like 25-30 bucks.
Yeah.
And it's decent. It's for it's solid competition for like an old granddad 114 or some of your more budget, higher proof bottles.
And benchmark 8, that's is that mash bill 1? That's in there with Blanton's and all that, right? If I remember correctly.
I'm not going to comment because I'm way too deep into the weeds to even think about mash bills, but it could be.
If that's 1 or 2, but I believe it's the same mash bill as E.H. Taylor in that. These guys in here will know.
Yeah, I'm sure Woods will have it here in a second.
Yeah, he'll have it.
Yeah. So,
which these guys you're saying they know everything won't know that, right?
So I know Ancient Age is the same as Blanton's. I can't remember if Benchmark is.
Okay. So it is mash bill 1, but Blanton's is mash bill 2.
Okay. So there you go.
And E.H. Taylor is mash bill 1 as well, right? Woods.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, E.H. Taylor small batch is my favorite. Like I called it a budget when I did the review, and I got a lot of crap for that. But I think of like E.H. Taylor, the small batch, as all kind of being part of the core budget line from Buffalo Trace. It's like it's the entry bottle of that line.
It is. Everything else is super expensive with that name on it. And even that isn't cheap, but everything else is crazy.
Yeah, but I can find it for 60-ish, which is not necessarily budget, but for Buffalo Trace, it's budget.
I get 125. I could get it for
the small batch.
Yep.
Good Lord. Okay. Wow. I'm sorry.
Oh, so check this out. I could get a deal today. I got offered a deal. I could get a Weller 12-year for $130, and that's $100 less than I can get it anywhere else if I decide to buy it.
Honestly, even in Kentucky, that's not bad.
Right.
I don't know that I would pay that, but it's not a bad price.
Right. Now we're right there. Is it one of your favorites? Then you start leaning towards, okay, I can't find it anywhere. $130. If it's one of my favorites, then maybe I would think about it. But if not, $130 is man.
All right. So I put it right there with Russell's.
Thanks, Woods.
Yeah. I personally, I put it right there with Russell's 10-year and Eagle Rare. It's a fine, older-aged, budget-ish bourbon. I don't think there's anything really exceptional about it. it's good. Like I like Russell's 10. I like Eagle Rare. Okay. I think I like Weller 12 better than. Hey, there you go. Then that's a hitter of a bottle right there.
The foolproof is a hitter, and you can see
Yeah.
it's a hitter because ooh, look at that! I just tipped it over. There's some left.
Hey, there you go. You got a splash. You got a splash.
I got to cleanse the palate on this one.
Actually, Bobby, I need to go off screen so I can get some water.
Go for it, man.
Give me, because I've been drinking a lot and no hydration. So give me 1 second.
Right on, man. Hey, everybody. I just found a little bit. I don't know if you can see that or not. I just found a little bit of this Weller foolproof back right here. A little bit there. I'm gonna bottle kill that sucker right there. I could probably do that with the rest of these right here. I got a couple Stag Juniors right here too. But yeah, I'm killing this sucker right here. Yep, clean it out. Let me see if I can get that in there. Oh man, Weller foolproof. I haven't had this in a minute. Since I killed this bottle, I can't find it anywhere. You guys find this? You find a foolproof? I mean, actually, I know where one is, but I'd have to pay $230 for it, to get another Weller foolproof. And it's not the person's fault that has it. I mean, it's how they get it. I don't want them to lose money on it. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. That smells good. It smells buttery. Woo. Oh, Mrs. Cross is back. Yeah, bottle kill. It's a re-kill. It's a re-kill, right? Because already on. If you guys don't know, this is my bottle kill hill. I'm calling it now. Bottle kill. This is what I've killed this year. I didn't drink it all by myself, but it's what I've killed this year. And I put them up there. So the more kills I get, I got a Corbin Cash bottle coming up there. It'll be up there soon. But I'm about to wipe this sucker out again, I guess. So, whew. Benchmark. Okay. So Woods, Benchmark 8. I haven't had Benchmark foolproof, so I can't compare it to small batch. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I understand what you're saying now. I'd rather drink Benchmark 8 or Benchmark foolproof than Yates Taylor small batch. Let's fight. Oh my goodness. That's the bet. That's the line of the night right there. All right. I'm killing this foolproof right here. Oh man, that's good. That is buttery. Foolproof it's where it's at with the Weller for sure. I did have an early single barrel this year though, and I really did like that. That single barrel is good. And I wasn't even a Weller. I didn't really like any Wellers till about 6 months ago. And the more I have them, the more they're creeping up on me. I'm starting to like them. But I'm really starting to like a lot of wheated bourbons. What are you saying here, Woods? Some you all word grape or someone who carries, if it comes over and wants to mix with Coke, it will be my next box of giveaways to people in the neighborhood. All right. Yeah, I'm still at it. I just killed it, Sean. I just killed it. It was nice and buttery.
What's that?
That I just killed that little.
Oh, the Weller. Okay, I got you.
About a quarter of an ounce of this foolproof.
There you go, man.
Hey, it was worth it. It was worth it.
I was lucky enough to get a store pick from the Fancies here recently, and that's a really good bottle. I can't even talk crap about it. Like it's a good bottle. It's just the price point is can be ridiculous. So
yeah, crazy. It can yeah. It's like I said, where I can get the Weller 12 year for $130, and he's giving me $100 off because he said, okay, because he said I'm Bobby. I'm like,
you are Bobby. That's right.
Yeah, I'm Bobby. But that's not how he said it. I'm like, dude, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that, dude. Because because I do this. He's the guy that owns the liquor store where I go. Great guy.
I
Great
got
guy.
you.
And we're friends now. So, but the full proof, he's only got one, so he has to keep the price where it is, and someone will buy it. But the 12
yeah.
year, he's got to 2 or 3 of them, so he can give it to me at a lesser price.
I mean, so because we do what we do, there is this. Like a Weller 12-year review is going to do pretty well.
That's the crap part of it too. You got to have some of these bottles put it in the title.
So, like, I mean, I've bought bottles for that reason. It's just, it is what it is.
It is what it is, and it makes it makes the collection look nice for the people that are those people that are looking. They're looking for that. They're looking for this. They're looking for this. Even
so there's also this double-edged sword kind of thing. So on the one hand, maybe they come here for the Weller 12-year review, right? Yeah. But then maybe they sub. And then maybe because of that subscription, you get to introduce them to other stuff. That is the best thing that we can do.
That is
introduce
correct,
them.
John.
So if that gets somebody to drink other kinds of whiskey other than Weller and the Buffalo Trace lines, then that's fantastic. If they got here through a Buffalo Trace product and now they're enjoying something else, then I feel like we've done our job. So
we've done our job. We got people drinking the right stuff.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with Weller Full Proof or Special Reserve.
It's just not what it's the same thing with all this stuff.
Yeah.
The whole Buffalo Trace line, really. It's good stuff. It's all good, but most of it is just overhyped and it has this reputation. Like Pappy's, there's the example.
I mean, so the way I view like most of the Buffalo Trace lines is they're like the perfect starter pack for somebody getting into bourbon because for the most part, they're very mild. You're not going to get a lot of sharp, spiky, harsh flavors on anything Buffalo Trace. Across the brands, they're all pretty soft, still interesting, but still pretty soft. Yeah. And so I think for that reason, that's why they've become so popular because of that, because they're so easy to drink.
They are. Like Basil Hayden.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's the easiest of easy.
Basil water.
So, I this was one of the 16 that I got from my buddy. I don't know why he bought this, but he did. I gave him all kinds of crap about it. I have yet to pop it. I don't know that I will. I may give it away. I haven't decided.
If you want to water something down, pop that open.
Yeah. Basil Hayden's knows how to do it. That's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. But maybe somebody will be really interested in this, so I may give it away. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, speaking of that, Sean, I got to get with you too, or maybe I can figure it out on my own. I'm going to do a giveaway soon. I just got to make sure I do. I got to get the little wheel thing. I'm thinking about giving away. It seems like people like the 1792 full proof.
Yeah.
I have an extra bottle of it. I mean, and I can get it easily. I can get like rows of it. So
gotcha.
If that's interesting to people, old Granddad 114. Evan Williams single barrel. People seem to like that gets talked about a lot where people like to go to those.
Yeah, I would say of the ones you mentioned there, the full proof will probably do the best in the giveaway.
For sure.
But I'm talking about my local distribution. So it's hard to say what's available where. That's always the thing.
But generally a 1792 full proof would do better across the board.
I would say that something like I don't know how available it is to you, but some of the more local brands that are bigger but not, so they're well known ish, but can't be found everywhere. Like say the Fray Ranch. Right. I feel like you guys that can get that, maybe that would do well in the giveaway because there's a lot of people that can't get it. I mean, I know for a fact that a lot of people can't get it. So
as you say that, I talk about Corbin Cash a lot, and now
That would be
on TikTok and Instagram, they're it's I've talked about it so much. People are like, hey, how do I get it? How do I get it? How do I get it?
see. So that
Would
could be
a good
another one
giveaway.
that would do well in the giveaway. Yeah.
Yeah, shoot, and I know them well enough now. Maybe they would even donate a bottle. I wouldn't ask for. I mean, I would ask them. I wouldn't expect it,
Doesn't
but
hurt to ask. Yeah.
either way, I would still buy it and as a giveaway.
I mean, it gets their name out there. So
Right, right.
yeah.
And I mean, the 1917 is delicious. I mean, their whole rye line is delicious, and the 1917 is delicious, and the single barrels, the 6-year, the 8-year. I mean, they got a pretty soon. I guess they got a 10-year, closer to 11-year coming out. That they didn't even know they had the barrel. They just found the barrels. I'm like, sweet man, can't wait.
For sure.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to give out. The 1792 and probably Corbin Cash and a Fray Ranch single barrel. That'd be probably pretty good too.
Yeah, I mean, because there's a lot of stuff that people are having a hard time finding because of distribution reasons. So yeah, so if you can send one their way, I bet that would do well.
Right. Yeah, you got to find out what's hard to get as far as distribution, and if I can get it.
I mean, like I said, I just know my experience. There's no Fray Ranch available here in Kentucky. Like wow. I can't get any. Wow, so I don't know how many other states are experiencing that, but I feel like that's a pretty widespread problem. So because Fray Ranch's distribution, as far as I know, is pretty small.
They're into like 45 states now. But
are they really?
They are. Now, just I believe at the beginning of this year they started a bigger distribution. They're in more than 40 states. I know that now.
Okay. Cool.
But I don't believe any of them are Hawaii or Alaska. Right.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And also we wouldn't be shipping there. So
right. Oh, Hanging AZ still needs to get a Rebel 100, but let me see here.
So Bobby, I'm just going to say, I'm not going to say where I'm going, but there's another whiskey tuber that I promised I would hop over on his thing. So
hey, you know what? I might end this too and jump over there myself because I believe you go ahead say it, dude. I believe Joe, Independent Joe's got
yeah,
man. We can end this thing and I might jump over there for a minute too.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, so hopefully I'll see you there because that's where I'm headed because Joe texted me earlier. I saw you on, and actually it's later than I thought I was going to be here. So because I've been having a good time, and I kind of lost track of time. But I do want to get over to Joe's and just at least pop in and say hey and hang out with him for a little bit.
And I want to do the same thing. We all support each other, man. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. But appreciate you, Bobby. Thank you for having me, man. Had a great time.
Thanks for jumping on, brother.
And cheers, everybody. Appreciate you.
Right. Hey, before I go, I'm going to jump on this one a little bit. You go ahead and take off, brother. I'm going to hit this last one before I jump off, Pete.
For sure, man. Hopefully I'll see you next week, Bobby. Appreciate it.
Right on, man. I'll see you for sure. All right, so I'm going to finish this up, and I'm going to get off here too, and I'm going to go over to Independent Joe. So cheer right on, James. I appreciate it, man. Okay, hey, Woods, what are you talking about here? Let me back up a little bit. Never had one of those Total Wine. All right, so I'm gonna have to back up a little bit before I jump off here. Hanging AZ could be wrong. All right, I'm lagging on the chat, guys. Sorry about that. Weller Full Proof and Winter 7 are great. Could do without the rest. Yeah. And I would tend to agree, but the Special Reserve, because I have one, I've been sipping on it. It's growing on me a little bit, but it's nowhere near the 107 or Full Proof. I mean, it's not get it twisted, right? And I like to see and I'll just say of them all, that's the one I like the least. I will say that of those Weller line. They only have Rebel 100 handles. How much is a handle, AZ? But okay, see now Woods Hanging AZ. It could be wrong, but I'm still pretty sure Rebel 100 is the same stuff as Varial Barton 100, unless it changed since MGP bought Lux Row. I am unsure of that. Need to get a backup Redemption Rye. I have not had a Redemption Rye, actually. Barrel pick from Total Wine. Right on. Never had one of those from Total Wine, but from the other two stores, I agree. It's so good. Yeah, I got to get some of that. I hear nothing but good things about that. The Redemption Rye. Hint of mint, huh? Yeah. Yeah, if you're talking about Redemption Rye and Bourbon Rye, Bourbon single barrel select store picks. Yeah, barrel select store picks from Total Wine. Right on, man. Yeah, actually, Total Wine. I have a buddy that works at Total Wine. They get some pretty good store picks. He let me know through the process they go through. They do more than a barrel. They do. He said they do up to. He's done up to 12 in a day before. He said they got to drink all kinds of water, and by the end of the day, like, yeah, man, yeah, that sounds good. It's a long process for those guys that actually go do it for a big store like that. All right, what I pour here? JJ Pfister is decent. It's better. It's out of Sacramento. It's better than I remember it being. It's got a little bit of ethanol. I believe it's 92 proof. It's got a little bit more ethanol in it than I think it should have at 92 proof, but it's decent. Let me kill this one. I'm going to go to that last one. Change my Glen here to this one. I'm going to hit this last one here. This is Prohibition Spirits out of Sonoma County. Ooh, not decent pop, real quart. Not to be confused with Prohibition Spirits Nulu out of Kentucky. Get a little bit of that right there. A little bit. Decent on the nose. I remember buying this bottle because I tasted it and liked it. So, 29 bucks. I'm getting text messages here. Someone watching the stream is giving me some text messages. So, let me go ahead and hit this one up real quick. This is the Hooker's House Bourbon. And they have the 1849 bourbon. So, they do have other products. I think they've got about 4 or 5 products at Total Wine. Prohibition Spirits. It's decent. It smells pretty good. Let me get a little bit of this here and cleanse my palate. Decent. It's decent. Oh man, this almost smells. I know I've had a few. You can see I've had a few. The only one I haven't had a little tiny pour of is this one right here. Just ended. Did Joe just end? Oh man. Oh, Joe ended. All right, you can jump back in here, brother, if you want. I'm still going strong. I still got peeps in here. You want to jump back in, Sean? Go ahead. If anyone else wants to jump in here, you're more welcome to. Let me pop this in here. Hit the invite. We'll copy this. Did it again. I did it again, man. I got these this is a gaming mouse. It's got all these side buttons, man. So I'm hitting these side buttons I don't know exist and all that stuff. So I'm going to hit the invite. I'm going to throw it back up in the chat. And if you want to come back in, come back in. All right? Anyone wants to come in, go ahead and come in. Go ahead and paste that sucker right there. And boom. There we go. You want to come in? Come in. Yeah. Fat fingers, dude. You see that thumb? That's what's doing it. I got a fat thumb. That's what's doing it, man. It caused me a lot of problems in life. Hey, man, in Sacramento, California, go to this website, man. It's I'm sorry, JJ Pfister. So JJ Pfister used to be a sewing machine or sewing company in San Francisco. So they finally, after 100 years, couple hundred years, they closed up. Grandson took the name, kept the name, started a distillery, and he moved over to Sacramento, California. That's why that logo is a sewing machine right there. It's a pretty cool little story. Go ahead and look it up on the internet, on the interwebs. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, we call it Fat Fingers. JJ Pfister, let me see. Stepbrother goes by JJ. Need to find one of those before he visits again. That's good. Yeah. JJ Pfister. Bourbon Neophyte. Man, you must have been over in Joe's stream, which is awesome, man. I was gonna go over there just right after this. If I didn't realize we were going at the same time, so I don't want to step on anyone's toes. If do I need to move up an hour, move to another day, or because I'd like to be in Joe's live or be in his chat, and I'd like to have him over here too. Joe's great. Yeah, man. If I need to switch it up, then I'll switch it up. I just got to find a good time where people can come in, get the most people in here we can, because it's fun when there's a lot of people, the banter back and forth and all that stuff. It's fun. The man in the hat. That is a fact, man. He is a man in the hat. The pick, man. We had a good live stream on Whiskey Wars with Sean. What was it? Saturday, Friday or Saturday? I think it was Saturday. It's Saturdays when Sean goes live. So yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. We had the Pixies in there, and we had Sean, bourbon and food guy. Yeah, we had a few people in there. That was fun, and Joe, of course. Joe's chopping it up like always, right? Yeah, this is smelling pretty good. You know, I haven't had a lot of these in a while. I've had this recently. I've had these recently. This one recently. This one. I haven't had this one in over a year. I haven't had this one probably close to a year. But they're better than I remember them being. And I got these around the same time. My wife and I, we try to go to all the local distilleries as much as we can. You know what? I'm missing one. There's a Engine 49, Dry Diggins, Amador Valley Distillery. And it's the one I forgot is the one that, hey, what's up, brother? What's going
on? Can you hear me all right?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you just fine, man.
Perfect. Well, I'm like Beetlejuice. You say my name 3 times, boom, there it comes up.
Yeah.
People
hopefully your head won't shrink or anything like that.
People were telling me you guys were talking about me in chat, and they said you were on. I'm like, I didn't get notified. And I'm like, and then when I thought I subscribed to you last week, it's like it didn't come through. So Hangin mentioned that he was over here, and I was chatting it up with Tipsy Whiskey, and I'm like, wait a minute. So I went in and did my thing, and I'm like, how did I miss this? Oh Lord!
Now
what happens when you put that stuff up?
It's a party now. Hey, so it happens to me all the time, man. People I know that I've subscribed to, I won't get notified, and I'll go find out why, and I'm not subscribed to them. This YouTube algorithm, whatever they do, it just drops me from all these subs. It's frustrating.
I mean, I think me and you were talking about this. When was it? Saturday, maybe? I don't know what it was, but
yeah.
So I know for a fact I subbed to the Fancies like 3 months ago.
Right.
And then, I mean, I've probably watched 2 dozen of their videos. And then I'm on my phone at work on my lunch break, and it says subscribe, like red. So like I hadn't subscribed. And I'm like, wait a second, what's going on? I know I've subscribed already. So I don't know what's happening with the YouTubes. But anyway. How is it doing, man? It's been a minute. So glad to hang out. What are we sipping
on? Actually,
it looks like you're back home.
I've been home.
You're not camping.
No. I'm back.
You're back.
Yep. But I haven't poured a thing. I've just been surfing YouTube and seeing who's on.
Yeah.
And
I see some Red Breast, some Elijah Craig. Is that
Oh.
LaSalle back there?
Yeah.
That LaSalle. You got a 15-year and a LaSalle back there.
Yeah.
You got a Wilderness Trail.
Oh, dude.
I know one thing. Joe is going to give me some crap about not being on the stream.
I could go on. This is the one
okay.
I was telling you about. And I said, you got to get yourself
Oh,
some.
yeah.
Makir
man.
Bay.
Kilcoman. Kilcoman, how you say that?
Kilcoman. Kilcoman.
Okay, Kilcoman.
Yeah. You cannot beat it. I mean, holy smokes. And for, let's just say, under $65, between 55 and $65, you can't beat this.
See, my thing is, Anthony, I don't know if I've ever seen a box of Kilcoman here in Kentucky.
Haven't.
What?
So I'm going to have to really do some searching. Because, I mean, so you have said that kind of thing. Alex is always telling me how much I need to get a box of Kilcoman. The fancies are always telling me how much I need to get a box of Kilcoman.
Okay,
so I need to get one.
Save up.
Yeah.
Save up. So what does it go for? What's the range?
Like I said, 55 to $65. It just depends.
Okay.
I think Sugar Kitty said he's getting his for about 55.
Okay, that's not bad.
No, it's not.
That's
Yeah,
not average now.
Sugar Kitty is another one that said I got to get one. So yeah.
Exactly. This is
Bring it.
This is another good one in Red Breast, the Cask strength.
Oh, I have
well,
that. That is good.
yeah.
I like that better than the regular 12-year, just because the proof's up a little bit.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, I liked it so much, I went out and bought a backup for this sucker.
Right on. Hey, I don't blame you. I have the same bottle. It's a good bottle.
That's when you know it's good.
That's
the one, man. You showed that off last week.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, has this thing been phenomenal? As a matter of fact, I'm debating whether I'm going to pour this now, or this is another one that I picked up that was, oh crap. It's an Irish malt whiskey.
Okay.
Limavady?
If you can find this, about $40. And I recently just saw
those are the prices. Those are the prices. I'll just go buy it and try it if I can't.
Now, is that peated or non-peated?
It's not peated.
Okay.
I'm in.
It's a 700 milliliter bottle, and it recently just hit here in Vegas, and they want 55, and so yeah, I didn't buy it here.
Okay.
Yeah, if $40, I'm in, dude. I'll spend $40 on to even try it without finding a pour of it at that price.
Yeah.
Well, Anthony, as you always do, now you got me in the mood for scotch. So,
well,
I only got a few.
I'm trying to see what in the heck he's got lined up there.
Actually, that's not true. I have tons of
this
scotch
right here?
thanks to the fancies.
This is all local distilleries to me that I've been to. This is I'm in California near the Bay Area. This is Sonoma.
I know what that one is.
Sonoma
what do you think
bourbon.
about that?
This is Corbin Cash, Atwater Merced. This is their sour mash bourbon, 4 years, 106 proof. This here is a Napa Valley Distillery. It's their son of a bourbon. Absolutely delicious, nice and sweet. It's only 80 proof, so I'm surprised I like it so much.
Exactly. I'm north of 100.
Same here. And it tastes like a 50-50 bar to me. Ice cream, sidewalk Sunday stuff.
Yeah.
This is San Luis. This is Rod and Hammer's Slow Stills. Slow SLO is San Luis Obispo County.
Yeah.
This is their cask strength, 112 proof. Corbin Cash, another Corbin Cash is their 8-year single rye bourbon. Fray Ranch single barrel bourbon, 126.92 proof.
Hold
Absolutely
up,
delicious.
hold up. That. Let me trump that. No pun intended.
Ah. What you got on the proof? That is a store pick. It's a store pick too.
See, that's what I was telling you earlier, Bobby, is Anthony has told me so much about how great that bottle is.
134 on the proof.
Woo! Yeah, baby.
It is good. So they made a mistake. They have it down to
delicious.
67.85 at 137.7. If you do the math, it's like 132, 134. I forget what it is, but I don't know how they came up with that. But anyway,
Math is hard.
this has been a phenomenal bourbon.
It's incredible, isn't it, Anthony?
Oh,
I mean, I can't talk enough about the Fray Ranch. I mean, this farm to bottle stuff. Corbin Cash is farm to bottle. I just found out there's another one near me about half an hour away that's farm to bottle that I didn't know about, and I can't remember the name. So now I gotta go get in contact with the guy and find the name out and go to it.
Well, what's even funnier is I don't like regular Fray Ranch.
I don't either. I was telling it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just but this is absolutely delicious.
Mm-hmm.
So Anthony, I'm going to let you choose. These are samples from the fancies. I have an Offerman, but I've drank too much of that, and I'm saving it for Saturday. So we have Signatory Bunnahabhain 6-year Stayosha, heavily peated sample. I'm probably saying the third word wrong. And then we also have a Highland Park 12-year single cask, 62.5%. So, which Scotch are we going?
Park.
Highland Park. Okay, here we go.
So I'll pour the 15.
Okay, fair enough. Let's get into it.
Let me set this thing down.
And also, I just want to point out we're getting a little bit of an echo from somewhere. I don't know where it's coming from.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. It's just
You
there's
hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, you got me. Am I echoing?
I'm listening for the echo. It seems to have disappeared. Was anybody else hearing it? Maybe it was just me.
Huh.
I don't know.
Yeah, I heard it, but I didn't know if it was me. I was trying to figure it out.
Let me just double check my
always
stuff.
has some of the coolest bottles in the Scotch game, but the whiskey
they
has
do.
too much malt and funk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I really want that white bottle just because I've never seen a white whiskey bottle. So that's pretty cool.
It's a ceramic bottle, but
That is a cool bottle.
But you know what, Bobby? Let me tell you what. If you can find this where you are, this could be your foot in the door to peat. It is peated, but it's extremely light, and you won't pick it up until you search for it on the finish.
All right.
But
I got to put this in my notes.
Yeah, I'll leave it up there so you can.
Highland Park 15.
Yeah.
So Bobby, in general, you're kind of anti-peat, not really your thing.
I am right now.
Okay, I got you.
Because I haven't had enough of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to ease into it. Got to baby step into it.
No, I hear you, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know. So for me, when I discovered peat, that's what finally made Scotch interesting. Because before that, you know, I tried a few that were very lightly peated. I mean, basically just on the finish was the only place you would pick it up at all. And then I tried a lot of sherry bombs, and that was not really for me. It just kind of.
This is finished in sherry, but I'm going to tell you what, it's not overpowering. I was surprised at that. I was expecting it to be a little more sherry forward than what it was. I mean, you know, it's sherry.
Yeah.
But I was pleasantly surprised for an Irish, and they're not very high proof. But this one was 92, and they generally are sitting in the 80s, if that, 90 if you're lucky. So I was like, okay. And I am not disappointed. Matter of fact, I shared a few drams of that this past weekend with some people up at camp, and they all liked it. And, of course, they all liked this. And they all liked, I forget what else they bring. Oh, they love the Still Austin.
Wait a second. So, I'm sorry, I'm changing. So, is Tipsy on right now? Is that what I'm understanding? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was talking with JAC. What's JAC?
Jack.
Who's
Jack.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my boys. Yeah.
Yep.
Who is that? I don't recognize that. Do I need to go subscribe to them?
I mean, I don't want to say his
No.
full name because I don't know if he wants it out there, but
Yeah, what's his
Now,
handle?
He's a normal follower.
Jack is his handle.
Oh, JAC on YouTube?
Yeah.
He
Okay.
doesn't have a channel. He just is one.
Oh,
He's
okay.
been on my stream.
Although he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's been on my stream. As a matter of fact, he was on because he sent me a flight. And so I did it and he popped on. I was the first stream he was on.
So I'm feeling kind of good. I had about 12, 14 people on here, and Hanging AZ says there's too many lives going on tonight. So
there's a few.
If there's a night that I can do that's better, because I want to step on. I want to.
Let me tell you
not
something,
compete, but
don't worry about it, man.
But because I'd like to get in there, get it in their chats as well. Like I didn't know Joe was on tonight. Honestly.
Well, so he's normally not.
Okay.
Yeah. So he had a special thing tonight, which I kind of feel shitty about now because I was supposed to pop on and I didn't. But anyway, it is what it is.
I would have got on too.
So this was his anniversary night with his wife.
Oh man, that's.
And so shit. I thought he was going to be on longer, but he just did an hour and then he wrapped up. So, yeah. So anyway,
we're gonna
Joe, if you're seeing this, my apologies, brother. I'm sorry I suck.
If you guys got something, we're gonna cheers to Joe on his anniversary.
For sure. Yeah, let's do that.
Absolutely.
Cheers to Joe and his wife. Cheers. Happy anniversary, guys.
Happy anniversary.
Many more years.
Yes.
If I would have known, I would have gotten off of this and we'd all been over there.
Well, I was watching a little bit, but they was busy.
Yeah, and Tipsy is another guy I like to support. Steven's great.
I am sub to Tipsy.
Yeah, and actually, it looks like me and Steven might be doing more stuff together in the future, which will be fun. Yeah, I've only done one live with him before, but we had a great time. So looking forward to that. Yeah, so
Handy Manny, that slow stuff that I held up. This is from San Luis Obispo. That's the slow San Luis Obispo, where it says slow made. This is Rod and Hammer's Cask bourbon. It's 112 proof. It's pretty good. It's got some pepper on the end that sneaks up. It's all nice and cool, and you can tell it's a pepper finish. It doesn't feel like ethanol. It's not super hot, but that pepper is there, man. It goes, but it's nice. It's a nice finish. And I wouldn't have, if someone would have said, hey, it's got a pepper finish, I would have said, but man, don't sleep on it. Go experience it. You know what I'm talking about. It's there, and it doesn't linger around for a whole long time, and it goes away. It's nice. It's nice.
See, I like whiskeys that have a little bit of that spice on it, particularly if their mash bill contains a lot of rye. Oh my God, I love that.
Right.
So I just want to point out, I'm sorry, I'm kind of self-gratifying here, but Jack is an old school Whiskey Wars vet. Yeah. Like he was probably one of the first like 5 or 6 guys that ever watched me. Yeah, Jack's been around a long time. And as Anthony pointed out, he sent samples to Anthony. He sent samples to me. Jack's just a good guy. He's very generous. Just a great dude to chat with. He actually messaged me today, like texting me. Yeah, Jack's he's just a good dude. So yeah. Hopefully, Bobby, you get to know Jack as well, because Jack's just he's a great guy.
That'd be cool.
I'll be right back in just a minute. I'll be right back.
And AZ points out something that I hadn't thought about because I've just been busy, but Templar is another OG Whiskey Wars guy. Actually, I think I met him through Charles, Fun with Whiskey. And actually, I haven't seen Templar in a while, so I hope he's doing it. I need to message him and see how he's doing. Hopefully he's good.
Right on. Hey, anytime, Handy Manny, my pleasure, brother. Got any questions about any of this stuff? Just rip them out, man. Rip them out. Yeah, man, I got to figure out this. So Hanging AZ, he must be helping me out with the mod. dude, because he's the only one that's got the wrench, dude. And I don't even know how he got it, but he's got it. So he must be throwing stuff out for me, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Hey, well, AZ is one of the better people on Whiskey Tube, so it's fine for him to have a wrench.
That's cool, man. I gotta figure it out. I have a stream deck. I gotta work on some emotes, man, and make this stuff fun. When people come in, I'll do something, give them a little. When I get the what do you call it? When I get big like Sean, I'll have
Yeah. Okay.
I have Patreon and all that stuff. I get big like Sean, and have levels of stuff and little. Hey, you hear
Bobby,
sound?
you're talking like I'm all big, but honestly, in a lot of ways, you're ahead of me because I don't have a merch store yet. I don't have any of that stuff going on.
I don't have. Hey, you want to hear something funny? I don't have a merch store, but I got merch.
Hey, well, either way, you're getting there. You're getting. I don't even have that. I have like if I had a merch store, there would be nothing on it. So
I have this stuff. I have 2 sizes of stickers. I got hats and shirts, but I gotta get this store. I have a website, but I gotta get that dialed in which how it is trying to do the editing and do everything.
It's a pain in the gas.
And then try to do this too. Try to work on a friggin' website when you don't have. You're learning as you go. It's rough, man.
Dude, like whenever I finally get to the point where I have merch, which I need to pursue, I'm probably just going to use Livewire's website. Like I'm too lazy to pursue it on my own.
But the thing about that is his is up and running, and I've talked to him about the same thing. And what the heck?
Yeah. And plus, I mean, why not send more traffic their way? Because they're great guys. So
yeah.
So what's Livewire? I don't even know about that. Maybe
you don't know about Livewire whiskey.
Spend some money on and have this. And I have all this stuff here. The only problem is, I'm more happy to send it out myself because it's the first shipment, and it's not. I mean, it's not like I'm overwhelmed with it. It's the shipping. It costs this much, but okay, now where are you? Now it's this price plus shipping. So wherever someone's buying it from, I got to figure out that shipping, and you just send it to them, which I'm more happy to do.
But that's just a fact of the matter. Yep.
Yeah. No. So Livewire, that's Mike and Adam. They do lives on Sunday afternoons.
On their pre-show. My channel's their pre-show usually.
Oh, really? On Sunday?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, generally the way it works out is when Anthony's live, I hop on with him. Then by the time Livewire comes on, I'm totally wasted. And then I go on there, and then they want me to do bottle chugs, and then Monday sucks.
Oh, dude.
But I have a great time on both shows. No, I love Mike and Adam. Like, no.
So Sunday.
My only issue is I wish they weren't Sunday. I wish it was like a Saturday night instead of a Sunday night. But
you have that time slot,
right?
Yeah, Saturday night.
That's true. That is true. Like I wish that they were my pre-show, although that wouldn't work out well either. So that's the thing about Whiskey Tube. There's never a good time because there's always somebody going. So it's the way of the world. There's.
Bourbon Ballers back. All right. Hey, Anthony, I don't think you were on. I'm getting ready on the 28th of this month. I got 3 or 4 things in the works, but one of them I've solidified is I'll be going live on the 28th at either 4 or 4:30 at this time.
Our time,
at my local liquor store at NorCal Liquors, bringing this table, bringing my axe, interacting with people coming in and all that stuff. He said, do what you want to do. I said, okay, well, I'm thinking, throwing this out there, doing, I have a good or bad series on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
Yep.
So I just say, I get some notes, nose, mouth, palate, say whether it's good or bad. I'm thinking about getting someone in. I did the first one with my son yesterday where we had both of us doing it, which was really fun. So I'm thinking about trying to do something live like that and just get people involved in it and see if that takes off.
Make sure I know about it.
I have a question. What's YouTube's policy on shooting guns on a live?
They don't like it.
Hey, man, if they don't have one, dude, you're golden, dude.
Like, can we just shoot the bad bottles?
Right? Yeah, you know what? That's what you can see this now that I've set. I got a new table. Yeah, I've widened it out a little bit. I know I'm a little bit farther away, but you can see my bottle kill hill, and you can see some of this.
Yeah.
I plan on getting another camera, scooting this in where it's just over here or over with the bottles, and one camera just on this. So if I want to, I'll go throw some of these axes.
Yeah.
After a few drinks, that'd be more fun, I'm sure. But
So, Bobby, I just want to throw something out there. I'm not an expert by any means. I'm just going to throw out my limited experience. And that is just very simply, this is absolutely about you. So don't go too far out because you are the star. So, make the focus of the camera you, because
okay.
I mean, so like everything you got going on, that's all cool. And, for maybe lives, maybe you can pan over when you're doing your axe throwing thing, but just make sure people can see you really well because you're what's going to draw people. So,
okay. I appreciate that. So maybe I'll bring it in
just
so
a
people
little,
can see how pretty I am.
Absolutely. I mean,
maybe it's good that I'm off a little bit.
No, I mean, so I'm just saying. So especially when you got the multiple panel thing, it's a little hard to see. I mean, not that you're blurry by any means, but you're a little bit distant. So
I was thinking the same thing actually.
Yeah. So just make sure because you are the star of your stream. So make sure people can see you well. That's all I'm going to say.
That's good. That's good to know.
And if you're on my stream or you're on at the same time that Whiskey Wars has his, when we generally end our streams, you just stay, in other words, and we have a little chat afterwards. And, even if other people were in chat, like I said, we call it the after party. You'll hear.
And if I had any common sense, I would have said this then.
Yeah. But I mean,
no. I appreciate
you're right.
it, man.
Oh, no, it's okay. He's right. That's how you learn, but that's what you're doing. That's like, I kind of have this camera cropped in a little bit, and I didn't realize that until really just now because I'm paying attention to myself. Because on my camera, I can see myself when I look straight ahead because it has a screen and it flips up, turns around. So I see exactly what the camera's filming because I don't always pay attention here. Now you can see I'm looking at the monitor, but I don't always do that. And a lot of times I have the television on directly behind the camera, so it makes me look straight. So when I'm looking at the camera or I'm looking at the screen, I'm really looking at the television behind it, but you keep your eye contact.
Right.
Yeah. But I like your setup. I was just going to make a comment on it. I like that setup that you have on there. But the best thing to do also is when you're done showing that too, even like Sean has, just zoom in a little bit to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
but
good
I
to
actually
know.
like that. I'm actually been staring at some of the stuff trying to figure out what it is and so on and so forth. But I figured out those are your hats for their fire. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
At first I didn't know what they were, but I know what they are now.
Because too far away, right?
I mean, so I would say, Bobby, because this is second or third stream I've been on with you. So your first setup, it was a little tighter shot.
Okay.
When you had your wife on, and it was, you couldn't see Bottle Kill Hill, you couldn't see the throwing board as well. It was more just a tighter shot on your, you and your hats behind you and the American flag and your table. I think that's a good shot for a live because it's a little tighter on you, so people can see you, see your expressions better, all that kind of stuff. And then if you want to show off those kind of things, you can always pan your camera left or right. And
I can.
Okay.
Well,
I'm just that's just again, I'm not an expert at this. I'm just
you've been doing. Hey, Sean, you've got almost 1,000 subs.
Well,
I'm gonna listen to you. And Anthony, I don't even know how many subs you got, but I know it's more than me.
Hey, I'm just like you. I'm just doing it to have fun.
So what I think I'll do, I want to incorporate more cameras anyway. So if I could bring this in tighter and have a dedicated camera for that and for that when I want to, and I got a stream deck that I don't know how to use yet, and just tap on them. So if I want to say, hey, I want to go, I'm gonna throw some axes, tap over to that, and then go do it. and then come back
Absolutely.
and tap it back, and so I can be nice and close on this. Would that work?
Yeah, I think that's great. Yeah. Because and the only reason I even pointed it out, Bobby, is because when I went to a tighter shot for my content, I got several comments about that very fact from people that are consuming the content. They're like, I appreciate the closer shot because we can see you better. I got multiple comments saying things similar to that. So I know that the people that are watching us appreciate that. So, and I want you to do well. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Whiskey fancies are on.
We got fancies in here.
Hey, okay. So hey, I'm gonna fix a little bit of this right now.
Well, you don't have to do it right this second, but
hey, I'm doing it.
Oh yeah,
I can do it. I can.
I can't. That's right. I can't.
That's it.
I can't.
So
you just won't be able to see the bottle, but that's all right.
That's it.
No, that's perfect.
Well, we just, that's good. That's good right there, Bobby. We can still it's a little tighter on you. We can see the bottle still kind of.
Actually, now that cleared up the hats. Honestly, it's just like
right on.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah.
Right on. So I'll work on getting even tighter. Right on, and then I'll just get separate cameras, which is what I wanted to do anyway.
Exactly, because you can have bottle shots where one camera is focused on the corner of your table. Boom, there's a bottle on there that you want to highlight. This is what I'm drinking. This is what it is. And then, because Scotch Down Under does that. And,
what I really want, I want an axe cam that's just right on the axle.
For sure.
Right.
Do it.
And so because Fancies are in here, Fancies and Anthony, you're both in here for the first time. I'm getting you this bad axe. It's 5 axes. It's bad axe. Woo!
There we
5
go.
Axes. Bad axe.
So I got to show off because I didn't even expect them to pop in here, but this is what I was just drinking. Thank you, Fancies. Yeah, your 12-year. Let me read this thing. Okay, Howland Park 12-year single cask, 62.5%. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate it very much. It was excellent. Just finished it off.
I was just going to say because he was saying, "Were you going to add water to it?" And I go, "You don't add water to that."
Yeah. James asked. There's very few things I would add water to, and that's definitely not one of them. I haven't found a Scotch yet that I felt like I needed to add water, and that was excellent. Really enjoyed it. Thank you again, Fancies. That was excellent. As you can probably tell, I've had a few other drinks.
No.
But that was really nice. So thank you again.
You guys are
now,
Whiskey Fancies in my life. Now I feel special.
I know. Now you know you've made it, Bobby. That's when you know.
Made it,
dude. You made it,
man. I got Anthony on the screen, and Sean. Sean is always Sean. I got Anthony, man with the hat. Now I got Whiskey Fancies in the chat. Oh,
but the box that really matters that you've checked today is the Fancies are in chat. That's
right. And I made. Now I can go to work tomorrow. I can say, hey, guess who was in my chat?
That's it.
The Whiskey Fancies.
That's right.
That's it. That's all I'm talking about all day.
They're going to be shocked.
They send out samples that look professional. I mean, look at this. If anyone's received my samples, they do not look this good. They're not even close. Come on, camera. Camera, you can do it.
That's right.
And
there it is.
It's not.
Almost.
It's not. Come on, camera.
It's because it's still looking at your face, but that's all right.
My camera. Actually, we need to Wu-Tang it. Let's.
We need to Wu-Tang it. We need to Wu-Tang it, right?
There we go. Is that? That's kind of better. It's still not. Anyway.
That's funny.
So another great sample from Whiskey Fancies. This is. I'm gonna butcher the crap out of this. Signatory Bunnahabhain 6-year Staucha. That's probably totally wrong. Heavily peated single cask, 60.5%. I have a little bit of this. I have to save a little bit of all these because the Fancies are going to be on with me in a couple weeks, and I want to make sure I have some to hang with them. But I can't wait, so I have to try a little bit. And plus, Anthony's on the stream, so if I don't have some Scotch, it just doesn't feel right.
And like I said, I've got that moniker now, but it just
You're kind of the Scotch guy. You're kind of the Scotch guy now.
right?
Original.
You've turned into the Scotch guy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Bourbon dubbed me Scotch neophyte, and
Really?
it kind of just stuck because I did a few Scotch reviews because I couldn't find any decent bourbon for a while,
Right.
and so I just went to
That
Scotch.
happens.
I just turned around, and I'm like, oh, look at this, and that was my first love years ago, like 30 years ago, and so. It just okay. Well, let me grab a few, and well, then that lit the fuse. So you know how that goes,
Right.
It happens.
It happens. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Hey, check out Hanging AZ. You need a Canadian on your channel, Bobby. Every good channel has a few Canadians hanging around. You know what?
They do.
I do.
Maybe if we say Moose 3 times, he will appear.
Right.
What is today?
It seems like I got people from
Thursday.
Arizona like to hang out on my channel. I got like 3 or 4 people from Arizona just like to hang out in here, which is awesome.
Well, Hanging AZ, he's just really, he's sitting back sipping on Long Branch.
Right.
know,
Long Branch. Ah.
Oh,
The only
wait a
wild
minute. What
turkey
did you
that's not
say?
really wild turkey.
What about Long Branch? One more time?
Ugh. Eh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Hanging? He
It's
said
not real
what about
turkey.
Long Branch?
It's not real turkey.
Yeah.
So Anthony, I'm kind of disappointed. Okay, because I asked you which of the 2 I should try. Now this is just my palate, so Anthony maybe prefers something else. But this is phenomenal. The color does not suggest that. I will say that. But this Signatory Bunnahabhain 6-year Staoshi, I don't know what that word is. It's STAOI. There's way too many vowels. STAOISHA, heavily peated, single cask, 60.5. This thing is phenomenal. Holy crap.
Hanging AZ, I'll send you some. Do not say that.
Yeah.
I'm
going to have to ask the fancies privately what this costs and where I can find it because I really want that
weekend.
now.
One more. Oh, shoot. Today is Thursday. Oh,
Today is
man,
Thursday.
That's right. Today is Thursday.
There's another day of work happening, unfortunately.
Woo. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, as Woods pointed out, yeah, my samples definitely do not look like the Whiskey Fancy samples. Like theirs look professional, like they're actually doing this as a business. Mine look like a 5-year-old put them together.
So now if I send samples out, now I guess I got to put these things on them, right?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Yeah.
You see, there we go.
Look at
my
that.
collection there.
Oh, that's nice.
So, Asia?
It's basically this.
Is that how I'm supposed to say it, James? Stow Asia. Sounds like, okay, so Stow is the first part, Stow Asia?
Or is it Mao?
I'm probably still screwing it up, even though it's like broke down the word for me like I'm a retard, and I'm probably still ruining it.
It's Stow.
Steven does the best he can on Tipsy Whiskey.
Stow.
Yeah, I'm probably still ruining
Thursday. Yeah, here we go. Hanging AZ. When I become brand ambassador for Long Branch, you'll be sorry, Anthony.
I did a review.
I think another celebrity might have that locked up.
I did a review of Long Branch like a year ago. And then I revisited it like 6-8 months later. Yeah, my opinion of it hasn't changed.
Yeah, did it get worse with age?
Let me say this: it didn't get worse. It didn't get better. All right, but
it's
has
just a consistent level of crap.
Yeah, exactly. It's consistent. It has its place, and I've said this before. It has its place if you're new to bourbon because it is a different experience. And to me, I don't like that mesquite charcoal it's filtered through. I just don't, and it just doesn't have enough oomph in it for me.
Right.
It's
got that place.
I will give you the second part. Yeah.
I mean, it's not horrible, but to be in the wild turkey line, it just doesn't taste like wild turkey. And I put it up, I compare it to all the other wild turkey stuff because I know what it's supposed to taste like. And it doesn't taste like that. It's an off brand. It's got McConaughey's name in it. I'm
but
like,
okay, so here's the thing though. When you blind it, then you don't know it's supposed to be wild turkey.
That's true. That's
and
true.
Then for me, it does pretty well. Now we've talked about earlier in the stream that blinds are not really science. They're like science-ish. But I mean, so now granted, if you don't like the mesquite flavors that charcoal imparts, then you're not gonna like the thing. But I mean, you know, I'm from the South, and so barbecue or anything kind of akin to that, I like have to love. It's like in my DNA, I feel like. So
I love barbecue Pringles, especially Rye Fancies.
Oh yeah, and those are good.
Those are the bomb.
Yeah, now see, Woods makes a good point. When it first came out, it was like $45.
Yeah,
it's not a $45 bottle.
This is exactly it. All right.
Exactly.
Well,
yeah.
He said it right.
Exactly.
That's for
but
sure.
Now, but when it's 30, see, I can get it locally with the Kroger discount and coupon. I can get it for 27. So at 27,
27,
it's great for a gift. At $27, it's great to give to somebody that's just learning bourbon.
It is, and I agree with that. It is. It's something to get somebody started off, and then once they taste a real bourbon, they don't go back to it.
Yeah, well, I can't say that because I still drink Long Branch. Okay, so there's like specific scenarios where I drink Long Branch.
You've drank better
when you're sick.
No. So usually, so there's like two scenarios. If I want something super chill, when I'm just like hanging out with the wife upstairs watching a movie or something, and I'm not trying to get wasted or just kind of a mild buzz. I don't have to think about it. There's Long Branch there's a couple dozen bourbons that fit that bill, but Long Branch would be in that group. The other thing is when it's a really hot day, and I have sweated my ass off and I need something just kind of chill to like get me into whiskey, like Long Branch, or again, a couple other dozen bourbons like will fit that bill.
Right. And if that's the one that's closest, you're like, you don't feel like searching. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll never just search for it though. I mean, if it's there,
So I know where my bottle is. It's behind me, literally, like way back.
He's like buried it so he doesn't ever see it.
Exactly.
It's funny. If I'm looking for it, if it's at my house, it's never at eye level. It's lower than eye level.
Yep.
I know where my
it's up here.
There's one there in my turkey lineup, and then the other one is somewhere in this vicinity. I couldn't tell you exactly, but it's on that barrel.
Did you say you have two?
So one was a gift.
Oh my God. Lilith, what's up?
Lilith is back. Hey guys, I hate to break it to you, but I'm probably gonna have to get off here in a couple minutes.
Oh no, that's fine.
Yeah, I know we've pushed you longer than you expected.
Oh, no. We're good. We're good. But I just gotta get off in a couple minutes.
Because we were supposed to pop over to Joe's and then he ended it. So
but this is I'm glad this was an option for people that were done with Joe. Yeah. I mean, if I would have known Joe was on, like I said, I would have gotten off, ended it so people didn't feel like they had to be here and there. That's But
let me say this, Bob. If it's your time and that's when you go, because like I have, Sean has, and you have, and people are going to come to you regardless who's on. And even though I'm watching you, and I found out about you after Tipsy Whiskey, I had that on, I had Joe on, I had you on. I'm back and forth, but you know what? I was just mad because you didn't come up, not because it's your fault. It just didn't pop on, and I know I subscribed because I talked to you this weekend, and I go, I got to subscribe. And so anyway,
I appreciate that, man. And I do the same thing.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at AZ's comment. He's pulling a Dr. Seuss on us here.
Dude, here we go. I'm not drinking with that goat. Oh,
that's right.
I will not drink it from a tote.
No.
Yeah, and exactly what Anthony said, what the fancy said. You have to pick the time that's good for you, what works for you, and just go.
Yep. And you just
because always going to be somebody on.
True.
So
But
yeah, you
the
just have to.
people, the people like you guys and Woods or Joe. I don't want to step on those. We have a nice title, bourbon note. These guys,
I try to do the same.
I want to
Yeah.
support these guys.
Yeah, I mean, like
always say that.
there's a handful of guys I try really hard to not stream over.
Yeah.
And that's really what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
bourbon junkies. I'm not competing with them or
No.
ADHD. I'm not competing with them.
No.
Come on.
That said, and spoiler for those that will be on the stream Saturday, I'm potentially changing days. So that's going to be a topic for Saturday. Just because my time is getting different when I have time to do things, and so we're gonna talk about it Saturday. But hopefully, still avoid the people that we're talking about. So we'll see how it goes.
And because of my work schedule, every 5 to 6 weeks, I'll have to change days for a couple weeks, and then try to get back the same day. But that'll just be the flow that I have, just because of my work schedule.
You're right, and that's me. I'll go back to afternoons, but that's why that time on Sunday's best for me. Right now, they switched me to mornings, so 6 a.m. to 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
I'm good with that. But then
I think this is it right here.
The afternoon, but you go when you want to go. You do what you want to do when you want to do it. People will come to you just like they come to me. They come to Sean. I mean, Lilith and Chris that are popped in there.
Yeah,
they're regulars. I mean, they know when I'm on, they pop on. If the link's there, they don't need an invite. They know they're always welcome on the stream. Period. End of statement. Perfect. I've told even that to James. He's over there across the pond, but he's always welcome. Period. End of statement. Because they're great contributors to our stream. They're great supporters of Whiskey Tube. Hanging AZ gives me shit all the time, but what?
He's awesome.
He's awesome.
He's in it to win it.
Jack, when he pops on and stuff like that, there's many more people. Greg McDonald, a few others. They just are. They're great contributors to our stream and great supporters. And it's always great to have them on. And I'm just glad I could pop on with you. Like I said, I know you got things to do, but reach out to me on my email at bourbonneophyte@gmail.com.
Okay.
We'll exchange information. That way you have my cell or whatever. And then we can work out a collab that if you're off on a Sunday or something.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
On,
Bobby,
like I do with Sean's. He
feel like
never has to ask me to come on unless there's something he wants to do. And make sure I'm there. But you're always welcome. I mean, honestly.
Right on. Same here. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, always
real quick, Bobby. I mean, you probably have it. I mean, it's on my page, but there is my email. And then here, of course, you have my number, right?
I do have your number. I have it in my phone. I was looking at it today.
Okay. All right. So yeah, if you ever want to do something, so one thing I ask everybody, because it just saves time for me, and time is a commodity. So if you want to get a hold of me, text is best. But if you want to link up with the stream, send it through email, because it saves me time. Because otherwise I have to email myself the link to get it onto my computer so I can then click it. So it's more steps. So So anyway, that's the thing. But anyway, there's all the things.
So Chris Chas says, drop us a link and we can join in quick before I get ready to go to work, deal with firefighters. So let me see here. I guess I can. Let me see. Let's do that.
Yeah, you can just throw it in. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
And also the fellas in chat, Woods and AZ, you guys already pretty much picked up on what I was putting down there. Yeah, Fridays will probably be the thing going forward. I'm going to talk about completely Saturday, but Saturday nights are becoming a problem. So Friday's probably going to be the new spot, although that's over Trev, and I hate to do that, but it is what it is. So.
Oh, cool. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The future is calling. All right.
Chris.
Is always calling.
This the future, Australia?
Yep.
We got
And Chris,
Makers. All right.
and Chris is wearing a Maker shirt, so I feel like I should drink some more.
Is that Makers 46?
No, this is just a plain Maker shirt.
Yeah. How we doing, Chris?
Yeah, good.
So last time we were on a stream together, you were at your office. So I think this is the first time you've been in your whiskey room that we've had a stream together. So
there you go. That's an original release 46.
hell yeah, that's what I'm
yeah,
drinking as well because
Right
screw
on.
the new
I
bottle.
have that in the other room there.
No, I mean, this is actually back from when it was originally released.
Oh,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
the
right on.
original.
Right on.
Like
yeah, back in the day.
the OG, the OOG.
And that's an original car strength.
Look at that.
That is nice right there.
I don't have that second thing for sure.
That is awesome.
I don't think I even have the first thing.
That's cool.
Isn't it?
I forgot that I poured peated scotch into my glass, so that's going to change this Makers. But anyway,
Oh, it'll be beautiful.
it
Yeah,
probably
you'll-
will be better than ever. Yeah.
You'll need to make Lil a mod for you, Bobby, because she's used to policing things.
That would be incredible.
You mean like policing Chris?
Yeah, I'll figure out how to do it. I'll figure out how to do it in the next few days, and I'll figure out how to do mods.
Yeah. Honestly, Bobby, I don't know why the menu's not coming up for you. That's really
I don't either.
strange.
It should be pretty easy. Maybe it's a subs thing. Maybe I guess
I don't
know,
like. I don't. So Anthony, you're around the same sub count as Bobby. You have all those options, right?
For
To
what?
make
I didn't
moderators
hear.
and all that.
What's that?
So when you go onto your YouTube, you can select who your moderators are and all that, right?
Oh yeah, like Chris
Okay.
and Lil, they're
it's
Yeah,
got an
they're
operator error. Then operator
Yeah.
error. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, so there's something screwy going on there. I don't know what it is, but
So all you have to do is go by the person, their name. So let's just say it's hanging AZ. When you move over to the right, there should be a couple of dots, and when you click on it,
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
Hanging
we-
has-
we went through all this, Anthony, for like 10 minutes, and like he
Yeah.
just was not showing up. I don't know what the deal is, but
the only thing I get is put user in timeout and block user. That's the only two options I've got.
which is
yeah, you
strange.
can put hanging
Yeah.
AZ in timeout. It won't be the
Yeah, I
first
guess
time
I
you do it.
could.
Yeah,
He
well,
knows
you're
what
the
it
only
is.
person who can.
Yeah, he knows all about timeout.
Right.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'll figure it out.
So Chris, since you did just join, have you poured anything yet? You sipping on anything?
I was having a coffee because I've got to go to work
Before he goes.
in about an hour. So,
Okay, that's right. Completely different time
yeah,
zone.
I'm
That
on-
makes
well, I'm
sense.
on
You're
afternoon shift.
afternoon now, Chris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm on afternoon shift. I'm on swing shift. I got to go and deal with firefighters.
Right on.
Fair enough.
What do you got going with firefighters over there?
I'm one of the senior specialists for the emergency services radio network over here.
Oh, nice.
So I deal with police, fire, ambos.
All right. Nice. Thank you for your service. I
So,
appreciate it.
whereas Lil is actually in part of the thin blue line.
Oh, right on.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Hey, welcome. That's incredible. I'm
Yeah.
glad you guys are in here.
For sure.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I love it.
We're happy enough to support emergency services, brother.
I appreciate that, and me as well. I will support you guys. If you guys have channels.
No, we don't have time. But being shift workers over here, we just jump on everybody else's.
Well, right on. I
You
appreciate.
would think
I
they
appreciate
do.
the
I mean,
support.
they're everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, they're some of the most active members of the Whiskey Tube community there is. So
Yeah.
right
Well,
on.
Lil will probably be dropping down a little bit now that she's finally gone back to work after 7 months.
Oh, that's
So-
right. That's right. That's wonderful.
So
Right
mean,
on.
Yeah.
her
I'm
brains
so
were
glad.
starting to dribble out her ears from doing, 24/7 YouTube.
Is she
Uh,
back to a normal shift? Her normal?
She's only doing 3 days a week this week, next week, then does 2 weeks of 4, and then she's back on full shift from there for a month, and then we're in the States.
Oh,
Right on. Where are you coming in the
We're
States?
knocking on your door,
yeah.
Anthony.
Yeah, I'll be there September.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
That
I was going to say,
that's
I'm
cool.
surprised she doesn't have the flashcard in the back with the days for you, Krista.
That's. I think she's put it up on. She might have put it up on Facebook now.
Oh, believe me, I'm sure she has.
It's probably up on the event side of things now. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know why she doesn't.
She is counting the days now, right? So
I'm surprised she doesn't have it on the big screen at T-Mobile Arena here.
Right.
What was that, Dip? 54, she's saying.
mm-hmm. Sounds about right by my count. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I can hear that voice in the background.
So Bobby, just real quick, I hate to sidetrack, but what Woods is asking is a solid question. I mean,
yeah,
you probably are, but just double check.
right. That's what I'm broadcasting over it, so I mean, I shouldn't assume, but
yeah, you would think so, but
but it's a good question. I mean,
but the options you're getting would be standard options of just a person watching the stream, not.
That's true.
Yeah. So
exactly.
it is strange that you're not getting the options that a person running the stream would get.
Right.
So yeah, when you get in there, Bobby, you just go to Hangin' AZ and you click the link that says remove as mod, and then you make me a mod, and then I can put him in timeout.
Then I'll do that. As soon as I figure this out, I'll do it.
Yeah, I've been put in timeout many times.
Yeah, that's fun.
So.
That's awesome. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to jump off.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
No problem, Bobby.
I appreciate you guys all coming out with me, man. We got 12 people in here right now. This is awesome.
Heck yeah.
I appreciate it.
And Chris, good to finally be able to kind of briefly hang out with you.
Yeah, man.
At a non-workspace. So
yeah.
You guys are all welcome in my lives anytime.
There was 16, 18 weeks when all I was working from home. So, but I wasn't in this room.
Yeah.
We avoided this room for 16 weeks. So,
well, to be fair, probably nobody knew me then. So
everybody knows Sean. He's got almost 1,000 subs.
That's right. That's right.
People in Kentucky at Maker's Mark know Sean.
That's right.
From YouTube.
I think you're maybe pushing it a little bit now, Bobby. I'm pretty sure no one at Maker's Mark knows me. I'd like to think so, but I'm pretty sure nobody knows me.
The best part is there's enough people at Maker's Mark that know me. So
yeah. Hey, this what happened right here. This what happened.
There you go.
Right. That's it. The axe took it out.
That's what happened.
Hey,
all right, guys.
Go ahead and do what you got to do, Bobby. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll stay here all night, but I got to cut it, guys. I'll see you guys soon on one of your lives, I hope.
All right.
Hey, so, Bobby, just so you know, we can still be here even if you're not. So I'm just saying.
Right on.
Yeah.
Take it easy, guys. I'm out.
All right.
Cheers, buddy.
See ya.
See ya.